Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Right, let me get the lights. Let's get this on. All right, let's get it on the main today. We'll see what we'll do. Let's do a quick check of what's popping on the little China server, and then figure out what we're abusing today. Figure out what the hell we are abusing today. Boom. Sovereign, jungle, Nunu. 57% win rate Nunu. Holy. Really? 57% win rate in Sovereign. And look at these tank abusers, man. Disgusting. Yo, Robbie, how you doing? This is crazy. It's not even, it's a Nunu support, man. Nunu support. And what is this? Nunu mid lane? And this is what they're playing? But what is this number 10 build? He's got a support item third. Like, what is this? This guy is playing Nunu support with Smite. Yo, is that actually what they be doing over there? What am I looking at right now? Did it actually adopt the Nunu Smite tech? Like, I do think it's OP, don't get me wrong. Do we do some Nunu support gameplay today? I wonder what its win rate is in support. Yeah, I'm chilling, Robbie, I'm chilling. He doesn't even count as a support. But that guy can't have a 57% win rate. That's like 5% higher than everyone else. Third item support means he's reducing his GPM? Yeah, low key. He does want people to know how OP it is. You trying to play some, Robbie? But that's crazy, by the way. But apparently it's OP. Alright, sounds good. I mean, maybe we're just going to be abusing some tank Nunu and seeing how OP it really is. Now, normally I don't condone this sort of behavior, but we might have to do it. We might have to do it. Big tank Nunu gameplay. I mean, I agree with the runes. I think this setup. I think you can go either, to be honest. I think this setup makes sense. Transcendence, I think, also makes sense. I also think you can go Ghost, but they go a lot of flashes. Yo, Mecha, how you doing? We're looking at the ungodly Nunu win rate in China Sovereign right now. 57% win rate. Don't know how that's happened, but I'll always say that I think Rammus is better than Nunu, but and then we could go Nimbus Cloak or Transcendence. I mean, I see the idea behind Nimbus Cloak. And then we'll do the secret build. No anti-heal even. Holy, what are these builds? These builds are some secret sauce. Syrian Crown. Syrian Crown is a staple. Loki, I think what you do is you go... I'll show the build in a second, but I think you go Boots Rush afterwards. And they go Force of Nature second, because that's like undoubtedly the most OP magic resist item in the game. I mean, the thing with tanks is it's always tank items are always situational, so you can sort of throw whatever you like in there. That's China where you play tanks for humans, yeah. It's still crazy though, but I do agree. I think we'll see how OP it can be, but I do agree. And what other items do they even go? Bloodletters? I can't see the Bloodletters value, to be honest. Deadman's, Twin Guard, Rift Maker as well. Zonya's. Okay, so this is what we'll go. We'll go a little bit more situational. I'm gonna have to yoink this out the way. This is what we do. So we go fire thingy start, straight into boots, into Syrian Crown, into all that defensive nonsense. And we'll see how it goes. I also think you just Omega abuse invading when you play Nunu. I think invading is like the most OP thing. No Sunfire? Yeah, I saw they weren't going that many Sunfires over here. Syrian Crown is nice because Sunfire you actually have to be on top of them. But with Syrian Crown, just hitting them with an ability starts doing the sort of ticking damage over time. And the thing with Nunu is you do a lot of damage with your E, right? Like you don't necessarily always get on top of them, which is why I think Sunfire is a little bit bait. That's why you see they don't go a lot of those sort of items. Aren't you going support? No. I was just saying, but if we're playing with you, Robbie, I'll go jungle. We'll still send it on the invades though. But yeah, I reckon I do think Nunu is like is just crazy. Syrian Crown is the best damage tank item, even Rammus. Yeah. I saw you like to go Syrian Crown, don't you, Mecha on Rammus? Like I think for like Nunu and other tanks it makes more sense. I think Rammus you could argue otherwise, but hey, you heard from Mecha. You heard from Mecha what you're supposed to do. Better go for some Nora gameplay. Been a fat minute since I've seen a Nora. A fat minutes. Okay, we'll go for the classic Rammus ban. Hopefully Mecha's not online. I'll just think quickly. I refuse to play against Rammus. Refuse. Refuse. Big Rakan. Yeah, we're gonna have like full AP though. It is annoying. Obviously, if my team goes full AP, I'm gonna have to go some AD champ. Any advice for ADC first timer? Play safe. If you have to lose minions, it's fine. Don't focus too much on last hitting. Focus more on sort of just not dying. Don't just mindlessly hit the wave. Wait for the minions to come to you and then try last hit them. Last hit them on the tower. Top 3 Rammus, we'll find him, but we still perm ban that guy anyways. Big Shen support. I like that. I like that. If we get a Shen support, we might have to throw in some sort of crazy engaged champ. Hecarim Band. Olaf is not the best here. I'm trying to think what else we could go. Could just go Camille. It's not ideal into Xayah, but or we can just go to the most OP champ in the game. Which is probably what we'll do, and we'll just go this guy and then call it a day. Call it a day. Okay, quick check on what's happening in China with the Shyvana. Shyvana. Over here. Check what they're building, if it changed. They all go, a lot of them go Fleet Footwork. I think Conk is probably better. But we'll go for the secret China runes. Alright, appreciate you, Anna. Take care. Good luck with your game. Okay, Fleet into Thingy. Do we need Tenacity? Not really this game, so we'll go Thingy. Do we need Burst? They do a little bit of Burst, but it's not that deep, so we'll go this. And then we'll actually go Ghost instead of Flash, even though they do have a Jarvan. I think Ghost, if you play any of these sort of bruiser champs, I think just slap on a Ghost. Also, their build is quite interesting. They go, I mean, all of them are going Trinity, Bork, Death Dance, Force of Nature. Airy Shen, Secret Trick, Holy. But it seems like to me that Force of Nature is the most busted magic resist item in the game. And it's like they build it even if there's not much MR. Like this game, we just got a Teemo, like Teemo Melio. Is it really worth going a Force of Nature? Maybe we're better off going like a Frozen Heart or something, you know? But the 3 items are pretty cool. We'll probably go Trinity, Bork, Death Dance, all that good stuff. Okay, so pretty standard blue side start. Ooh, top 22 Nora, big. No invade if I'm playing this Shyvana champ. Okay, they have ward there. Big plus 30 for Robbie. Alright, Jarvan does clear faster than us, but we are not too worried about that. Would be nice if we can figure out where he starts, but won't be too easy to do that. Okay, I need to be moving around more to really optimize the clear. I do see the vision with the Fleet Footwork. I think you're tanky enough that you don't even need... sorry, not tanky. You're OP enough that you don't need Conk in fights, and Fleet helps a lot with clear. More early game than late game. Like late game, your clear is already mega fast. But yeah, Fleet isn't the worst thing in the world in fights, but it does help the clear a little bit. I think I got to make sure I'm making the most of it though, and really getting the full stacks of the Fleet, whether it just means running around in circles. Please don't reset. Oh, I knew it was going to reset as well. I kind of griefed the clear a little bit, but it's fine. Nah, you better not reset, buddy. Thank you. Why don't you post shorts or thingies on TikTok? Because I CBA to edit them, but I will get back into doing it a little bit more. But the editing is a bit of a nightmare. Normally I wouldn't path like this ever, but because we griefed our clear, we'll just pick this up. Looks like Jarvan's not here anyways. Smite's a little early, so we get bonus XP. Does killing wards give XP? It does. Tiny little bit of XP. Mainly noticeable when you're in lower levels. I think it's like, it's the sort of difference where if you clear a ward as a support, you'll get level 2, I think, on the first wave. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, I can't even. I'm not, okay, I can't undo, I guess. Now there is tech where you can undo it, but it's not the end of the world. We'll just go Trinity Rushed in. Fine. Now Jarvan should definitely have taken this top grab. Not the end of the world, this top matchup. We are going to see that the Jarvan is probably there. I'll just go clear this. Alright, Kev, sounds good. We're pretty strong right now. And the Jarvan is there, which is unfortunate. He's come out top out of base. He's done a very interesting base. The fact that he's running around with a what's it called? A phage. It's very, very questionable. He's fixing his wave. Okay. We'll just wait here. Not too much to do. Yeah, I know for sure, Mecha, for sure. Alright, grab this bad boy and start passing into bot. Like, we're very happy with the game state right now. Shyvana is an Omega scaling champ. Just get your stacks. They did nerf her early game, or her early game scaling, but they did make her slightly more relevant of a champion. If the Varus has mana for an ult or something, we can look, but they may have vision here. I know Robbie has ult, so if they walk up and overstay, then I'll go, but yeah. They either have vision there or they're just respecting it anyways. Jarvan is here, by the way. That's completely fine. And we just go pick this up. We're going for some crazy invades. Would have worked if I was doing the red and he came at a better time. But his clear is still very interesting. I think I'm honestly better off because I don't get a full Trinity. Yeah, that's crazy, by the way. No flash, no ult. If he overstayed, I would have won. Now I nearly have enough for Trinity, so I mean, I'm going to save a few seconds and just come out of base with tech speed boots. I think it's worth. Okay, nice by the what's it called? This guy has no flash. I know the what's it called? The Jarvan's Krugs are up. We're just going to leave that. We see the Jarvan coming. He's going to get Crab. I think Crab is honestly probably worth more than his Krugs. So this is probably a slight misplay. But it's fine, it's not that deep. We'll just go put a ward there. Finish our clear. We won't be able to get Trinity before... what's it called though? But we can path bot. And then we can open top for our blue buff and Herald. Robbie has Shen ult, so he can stay bot and then come help us out. Can potentially look bot, but I would really like to be positioning topside. It's a bit awkward, my camp timers right now. Okay, the Nora is ulting. Big Shen ult by Robbie. I think that should save. Nice, they get the kill. That's very good tempo for us. Jarvan, no ult, no main cooldowns before fight. Robbie might just beat him 1v1 because he's OP. And then after this, we just grab this. The Jarvan can't play. We will go check some of his camps afterwards. And then we'll also go pop this mid. No way we lose this. Pick that up. I did actually just walk into a Teemo shroom, which would have been crazy unlucky if I died there. Does about 1.8k. So we are going to be... I'm just going to ult this guy. Don't think we kill, but it's fine. I think we can... Yeah, too late. It's fine though. Can we look on this guy maybe? I think I'll yoink this. I do think we can fight this, to be honest. But, I mean, that guy's 1 HP. Okay, nice. Very big. But you can see, like, one of the things with Shyvana as well is he's so OP that you can play very poorly and the champ itself will just carry you through the game. It's fine, that guy's hella fast. Now we don't have flash, so we do got to be a little bit careful. Now, I don't got anything else to do down there. I have no ult, no nothing. I was just going to play for Crab. Just go back to farming. Shyvana, especially earlier on, no ults. Don't even bother. Don't even bother fighting them. I've got so much to do anyways, right? So What we'll do is we'll take this, we'll go mid. I'm actually going to skip some bot camps just so we can catch mid wave. Small chance the Fiora invades me a little bit, but I doubt it. And we should be able to take this. We see so many people bot side, right? So that means that all of this is going to be up. You just have to be a little bit careful for the Fiora. So she is going to come this way. So I'm going to give the red out of respect to the Fiora. I could still greed for it, but I have the rest of my camps up, so... He is obviously going to go push this wave. I don't really want to fight her. I do have 3.2k gold. The reason why it's fine to have this much gold is because I'm not planning on fighting anyone, right? Like, I sort of understood, okay, they're fighting bot. I could have stayed, but there's no need. Like, I think I'm not going to be very useful in the fight yet. Much better for me to just go power farm, and I'm going to get 2 items in base here, which is going to put me very big. Rather than farming gold, yeah. And now 2 items with like a raid boss. Now we just come out of base as Thanos. I can just 1v2 these guys bot, by the way. Especially if Robbie comes. Robbie has no ult though. Okay, that guy's just sleeping. If Robbie comes. Focus the Melio first, actually. Because he's just going to get tapped. Now we got Thanos here. He already used his pullback, so nothing you can do. Thanos arrived. Yoinks everything. Yoinks the next wave as well. Maybe has some camps to yoink. He does. Very big. And then once you're... The crazy thing is you tap them with ult, right? And then I know there's a Teemo here somewhere. doesn't matter. One tap that Jarvan Scrump. And then we just go one tap the rest of our camps. Now we can let our thing go on cooldown so we can farm up again. But basically, as you can see, you get your items, then you become Thanos. 300 stacks. Only 2 items? Yeah, good fun. Normally we're getting like the whole shop. I'm coming, Robbie. I'm coming. You can see we can just do like these little drive-bys, you know? Yeah, buddy, this is mine. This guy's dead, no? He's not that dead. Ooh, maybe he is actually. Bonk. Yoink the entire wave. I think I can just tank this. Snipe the Fiora in there. Yep, she's in here. Go yoink another camp. So, essentially the rotation we did was... oh, there goes my camps. The rotation we did was double kill bot into take his top side, sorry, take his bot side, into rotate top, farm up ult along the way, get ults, get some more kills. Now I don't have ult yet. Pick up, yoink a little kill there. Now run this guy down. This is why we get the ghost, right? Look at the one tap right there. He's gonna EQ in a second. Run him down, smite. One tap. Find this guy, keep going for some more. Always go on the Melio. Let Shen get a little thingy, get a little double there. Then run this guy down. Doesn't even matter that there's a tower or anything. Okay, never mind, does matter. Never mind, does matter. That's a limit test gone wrong. Hi, I'm new here. Welcome. Why Shyvana here? Is it because the enemies are squishy? Basically, if you're not sure what to pick, you can almost always go Shyvana. Shyvana is a very strong champ. I don't always pick what's best for draft. Sometimes I pick whatever people want to see, etc. I think we will go into Crypt maybe. Or Frozen Heart. I don't always pick what's best for draft, but if in doubt, if you are ever in doubt, go for Shyvana. The champ is incredibly busted. If you understand how to play jungle and how to farm efficiently, etc., etc., it's a bit greedy going for this, but I think I can get it. Now we do got to check that they're not doing this, which is what they should be doing probably. But there's not too much we can do if they are doing it. Yeah, it's fine. Wit's End? Yeah, it could be a Wit's End, but there's not that much magic damage, right? It's just a young Timothy. Otherwise, if they had a lot of AP, I would go Force of Nature, because that item is OP. With these 3 core items, I think you're strong enough, and you're better off just going... defensive. They're doing a big fight mid, so I can just split push this pretty easily. I can just rock up to the fight after this, by the way, and kill everyone. That is also very much a possibility. Where the Fury is going to go. We don't get over the wall, unfortunately. Got to wait out the blind. We can play this. If Robbie comes. I think he's coming now. Nice. I do go down. I surprisingly took like a lot of true damage from that guy. So I think the Randuins will be good. I mean, it's good against Fire and it's good against Fiora a little bit. So we'll just go Randuins. Stoneplate or Starix? Yeah, Starix could also have been a good one. Stoneplate as well. We'll see how much the Randuins is doing, and then we'll bin it off if we have to. This one could also be good. Radiant Virtue could also be good. I think the main idea though is once you have these 3 core attack items, you don't really need too much else. Yeah, I get Twin Guard last for sure. I should have maybe even gone Twin Guard fourth, but not that deep. Right, I do kind of want to yoink this spot wave. Looks like that's where... Yeah, the Jarvan just takes that. It's fine. Take this quickly. Yoink this. I have to go topside. They are 5 manning. That guy insta flashes. I don't want to solo go in. Let Robbie split push a little bit. I know the Jarvan is just doing that. Get some vision there. We'll play on Baron. I think Robbie is fine, maybe? No, they do go down. A little unfortunate. Does Tenacity? No, I don't think Tenacity helps with blind, unfortunately. Alright, we're level 15, not too shabby. We want to try get some vision around thingy. I don't think anyone will come this way. But they will look here, because they get incredibly lucky with that ward. The young Timothy is here. We can look here, no? They're trolling, by the way. Oh, never mind, there's about 17 of them. Can I get out? No, Robbie's still dead. I should have known that the Fiora was still there. But the Vlad can... I think these guys can play the game, no? Where's my Vlad going? Okay, he's a bit low, but he is a Vlad. And we did some big boy damage. The young Timothy is actually low-key tapping us. I see why we go the Force of Nature, because it just like completely nullifies the teamo. But I think the true damage from the Fiora is going to be a little bit annoying here. We don't have the most HP in the world. We just got to hope that they don't insta-go Baron, but they might well do. The Xayah is dead though. We do need them to go here. I'm going to basically have ult out base. I low-key think it's worth to sell this and just get my full Twin Guard. And then we will actually go for like a Starix or something last, or GA maybe. I think this is worth. They're doing it, they're doing it. Let me look. Probably has ult, so can play it. Go back to farming a little bit. If they do Drake, it's completely fine, by the way. So the Jarvan is here. And they are looking. We're obviously not going Drake, right? We're obviously playing for this. Okay. Can play it slow. I'm low-key getting tapped, but I think I should be able to get out of here. I need to run. Totally, we're still alive somehow. Maybe they can kill that. That guy's 1 HP. Let me open up. I think they should all die, right? I mean, maybe my Varus can play the game. Not sure if I can catch the Fury. If I farm this up, I can definitely play. I need to get vision though. I have no vision on Varus. Didn't mean to ult that far, but it's fine. See where the Jarvan is. They should have no vision. He's coming, he's coming. Easy. Alright, this guy's gonna have to flash. He should be insta-dead. Nice, running down. Can go more if we want. One tap that ward. Can also just insta-go Elder, by the way. Another thing we can think about. I think we should try push though. Vlad is pushing bot. Very nice. I also really want to get my what's it called back up, right? My thingy form. My dragon form. I think me and Nora should be able to one-shot this. Looks like they are coming to fight though. It's a bit cooked. I know there's Teemo here. I mean, we will probably just do it, right? I'll just farm up my form quickly. Like, I think we should do it. Shen has ult. I mean, we do want to fight them, right? Like, we just send it, send it. Okay, I'm just insta-tapped, am I? Yeah. I mean, the team, it's a bit annoying when I have the front line, but Varus is in base as well. I think the Vlad is doing some work. Okay, nice. But yeah, like, ideally there, I don't want to be the engage, right? Like, it works out in the end because they use like 50,000 million things on me. And the Vlad is finally scaled and finally can play the game. And then after they get that, they can just end, right? They can just end here. If they have half a brain, they will just go and push. If they actually have half a brain, they will just go and push. Like, there will always be people like that who just completely, like, blow my mind. Like, the fact that both of them could just go hit the Nexus, like they had 5 seconds. I mean, they can probably still end, but crazy that maybe if the Vlad hadn't come, it would have been close, you know? Like, it's crazy that some people, they just don't understand, like, win conditions, and, like, they're like, oh, let's get the Baron, let's go get the Elder. Like, realistically, like, it wouldn't have made a... We would have still won the game, most likely, right? However, the issue is we had Baron up, right? It was going to come off because we got Baron, like, maybe quite a little bit before Elder. It was expiring, right? We get the Elder, Baron isn't going to respawn until our Elder is off, right? So then we're just going to go flip it again, right? Like, yeah, he's done Elder, and it's okay, it's fine. Like, if you... I'm not expecting everyone to be, like, you know, top tier player, if you want to call it that, right? Which is another reason why I think this is like Wild Rift is like a Mickey Mouse version, right? In PC League, if someone didn't make that play, like, they're like iron or something, no joke. But I'm pinging him to do it 15 times, right? Like, I can't ping any more that we should go and push bots, right? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Honestly, not the best game for me, but I think it wasn't the easiest comp to play Shyvana into. They do have a lot of burst, right? And I was the main frontline because we have Vlad top. So you can see there at the end in the fight, like, I want us to go in, right? Because it's, I think it was only a 4v4. And that, like, you can see how much damage I take, even with a Shen ult, right? But generally, I would say that Shyvana is always going to be like a solid champ if you're not sure what to pick. I think there are sometimes champs which are better, like if they have a lot of CC, you can go Olaf. But the reason I didn't want to go Olaf last game is because they don't have a lot of CC, right? Like, they have Xayah, which is annoying, disengage. Teemo blind, annoying. Fiora true damage, annoying. Jarvan puts me in the little cage, annoying. But yeah, You have some cooking recipes to make Maokai jungle still work? Let me check if they even count Maokai as a jungler on China. No, it doesn't look like it. Um, I think he is like a viable tank, but he's a tank and he's one of the worst tanks. So see what you want to do with that. But I reckon you can make it work. I think what they typically do is maybe build like some Leandries on him into more tank. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we'll do. We might go. I do want to try Nunu this game. The main reason is if we check on the secret Chinese sovereign website, Nunu has a 57% win rate in sovereign, right? Which is one of the highest I've ever seen on this site, which is kind of crazy. 57 is omega high, and they all go like full tank, right? They all go in the same thingy. Surprisingly, a few of them play him support. We don't have too many AP enjoyers, sadly, but okay, so I will try and draft like more around the comp. Obviously, sometimes you have to pick a little bit earlier, especially if you have to blind pick. I would go with like a Shyvana's. Shyvana is very safe. Hecarim is very safe. Those are the two main ones I would suggest, Shyvana, Hecarim. Viego is very squishy, so you got to be careful they don't have too much lockdown. Who else? Vi is also very safe. We're not going Rengar. Poppy. So this game, they've got CC with Poppy, they've got CC with Lissandra. So I wouldn't want to go anything too squishy. We're gonna have two tanks. So I think the freest thing to go is just Olaf this game. Because they have two CCs, so we basically completely nullify Lissandra, we completely nullify Poppy. We can win 1v1 against Yasuo. And Rakan. Rakan is a little bit annoying. Rakan Zaya not ideal. You ideally want sort of immobile ADCs with like no sort of escape, right? So like an MF, a Jinx. Obviously Zaya ult is going to be a little bit annoying. It is a Yasuo jungle as well. Yasuo jungle does have a pretty fast clear. Not early, but as soon as he gets sort of his attack speed boots. So we got to keep that in mind. But should be an easy win. Robbie, you know this ADC? Is that easy tap for you? Manager of your old esport team? Oh, we're going to have to tap him then. Let's go. Have knows her too? Easy taps then, easy taps. Okay, so we are against Yasuo OTP, but I think it'll be fine. They don't have too much synergy. They've got Poppy ult, which I think Yasuo should be able to ult off, and obviously Rakan W engage. But obviously we don't care about any CC because we are Olaf. We do got to make sure that this Yasuo doesn't get too fed. Otherwise he will be a little bit of a problem. But I think we got a good spot. So the game plan with Olaf is your ganks aren't that good. But once you get to the team fights, you're a bit of a demon. So it's basically, I describe Olaf as basically like a Shyvana, except like you're also very ult reliant, except you're very good into CC. You're worse into non-CC comps than Shyvana. You're very good. You're much better into CC comps than Shyvana. The main difference, I would say. So you also want to be sort of power farming. Ganks are going to be pretty hard. The way you gank is just press Ghost, Flash, sorry, no, Ghost, ult on someone's head, run them down, throw some Qs. Because you know have no gap close, right? Apart you're just running at them very quickly. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. What is bro cooking? Nah, no, not too much cooking today. Not too much cooking today, David. Just doing some Olaf. Enemy jungler is cooking though with his Yasuo jungle. We are pathing towards the Poppy. I think the Garen will probably get the solo kill on the Poppy before we come though. But we will come and take the free kill if appropriate. We see the Yasuo there. Most likely he did get blue already. Yep, he did. Yeah, we got the big Yasuo. That guy suck. Should be free win for us then. Okay, so he should be doing his Krugs pretty similar clear speed to me. We can smite early because we know we're not going to get contested on the crab. Can look to dive this guy potentially if he can crush the wave. I do want to get 5. I definitely don't want to be ganking a Poppy with no ult. But most likely we won't be able to make it happen. So I'm just going to reset. Normally I would go try put a ward there, but I have a feeling the Yasuo is going to try make a play. I'm going to go come cover top. Big tournament later. I like that. I like that. All right, we can run them down. The Rakan is in run down range. Lissandra just used flash. She's going to E, obviously, right? See where she goes. I don't think I can catch her, to be honest. Maybe they can kill the Yasuo. I'm coming now. Should have just gone a bit sooner, I think. I don't know where he's gone. This is a little bit annoying. I'm going to try jump over the wall. Just get the first target. Unlucky. Both going to flash. We do get the kill on that guy, though. Hopefully I can get the Yasuo just focused on one person. This guy has no flash. Keep it going. And the champ is Omega OP. Kill everyone. Average Olaf champion. Yeah, so that's one of the reasons why Olaf is OP. You press your ult. You can't be CC'd. Nice Q. And then you just go fight. The most important thing you can see there is I'm always focusing whoever's nearest, but obviously I try focus the target which is most relevant and can do the most damage to me, right? So I was hitting the Rakan initially because he's lowest, but then once he dashes away, we just move on to the next target that's lowest, and so on. We pick up an easy triple kill, and an assist, and the game is basically over. Once we get Trinity, we can buy our healing boots as well. Then it is basically GG's. The Yasuo is coming. I'm coming as well. He's gonna flash, and he's dead. So he did start blue side. The thingy, Garen did get blue buff. The reason I look at that is because that means Yasuo took his blue. If he didn't, that means I could have potentially invaded his blue side. That's crazy text right there. I was trying to text the kill. But you know, sometimes that's life. The Chinese players are big enjoyers of Zeke's. I think it used to be good. I think now there are just better items. We'll go Death Dance second. I'm a big Death Dance enjoyer. Other crazy thing about Olaf is you can see we have ult again in 10 seconds, which is crazy. They are going to see us. But yeah, they're just going to chill out. Holy, my Qs are just going to Narnia right now. They do have ward there. This will be up, by the way. Little yoink on that. That guy's dead. Just one tap this guy. One tap their entire team. That's worse, by the way, because I think, oh no, we do give the kill to the Xayah. I thought it would go to the Rakan. That's a little limit test right there. But worth for sure. Big plays by the Annie. Big kill. Nice. But as you can see with Olaf, there is very little counterplay to the champ if you don't have a champ that's good into him. If you pick Olaf in a good comp, it is GG's. The Yasuo can't kill me anymore. The Poppy can't kill me. The Lissandra can't kill me. Zeke's or Stridebreaker? Yeah, I think I do see Stridebreaker. I honestly don't think Stridebreaker is that necessary. I can see the value of it. I think it's more helpful in like lane more than anything. I want my blue and then I can potentially look. I will also just go mid and grab this Drake. And potentially look top afterwards. Olaf does have some pretty big mana problems. Buddy, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Sandra coming this way. Yep, we just get this. Big Q, big kill. Go pick up this now. And Loki don't even need to rush it, right? We can just do this. I know the Olaf is going to be there. Sorry, not the Olaf, I'm the Olaf. The Yasuo. Annie is helping us out a little bit, which is very nice. I do got to be a little bit careful. Okay, we see Yasuo on Garen. Don't need to worry anymore then. Yoink this. Pop this here. He does have his blue. Just pop that there. Do a little mid lane tax. The Yasuo hasn't been... what's it called in a little while? Hasn't been... top side. So we're going to go look top side now. He did just die again as well. There are the chickens as we expected. And look top as well. We will just go do a little drive by there. What we will do is we'll just press ghost, press everything. Insta one tap. Chase this guy down. Just tap, tap, tap. How is he not dead, by the way? Okay, there we go. He does go down. Do a little tax on the smolder because he did steal the kill. Do see that the what's it called should be up. The other crazy thing about Olaf is your ult is okay, we're just gonna leave it. Your ult goes on cooldown as soon as you activate it. So as the longer you stay in your ult, essentially the shorter ult cooldown you have, which is OP, right? So if you just ult someone and you keep staying it for like 10-15 seconds, your ult cooldown is crazy low. We do have what's it called? Smolder Comet. Holy, why is he going Comet on Smolder? Okay, we go this, and then we go Hexblade. I think Hexblade is quite nice. Gives you that extra little bit of move speed, which is always helpful on Olaf, because the main weakness of Olaf is getting kited, right? That's his essentially only downside. If you can't stay on top of someone, you are going to die, because your ult is going to run out and then you're tapped. I do want to make sure I get my blue, and then we can just go back bot. Can look top if they stay, but I don't think they will. I'm coming. I think I kill all of them. Yeah, I wouldn't have flashed that if I were you, buddy. You're just dead. You are just dead. Flash. Like, that's the crazy thing, right? First of all, you can ult through CC. So if I do get CC'd by whatever, like, however that may be possible, I will just go and ult out of it if I have it, which is OP. And then the second thing is... Okay, can I not run into a wall? Thank you. I think I can yoink this from him. I mean, if he comes this way, he's just dead. Yeah, he's just giving it. He's dead, by the way, if he comes. We have an ult on him. Some CC on this brother. He's dead. We do have a Drake up. I will check if he did his what's it called or not. He didn't do his Gromp, he just dashed through it. Like, he respected me so much, I didn't mean to yoink that from Annie. And we are 10-1-3. Completely unplayable for them right now. Get upgraded boots. What do we even go next on Olaf? I'm trying to think. I genuinely think I'll just lock in a Twin Guard right about now. They don't have that much AP. Massive stream. Yo, Nika, how you doing? See if we can get any of those subs going for the shirtless stream. If the Yasuo's here. Nope. Yeah, the Poppy's here. Okay, buddy. Big ult, big ult. Do we want to fight this? I mean, I want to fight them, right? My W off cooldown. I mean, I can just literally run at the first person I see. And we'll one-tap all of them, by the way. Literally, we'll one-tap every single one of them in a second. Okay. Can I hit someone, please? Okay, that's not ideal. I gotta stay on top of someone. We lose ult, which is kind of annoying. Can still fight them, obviously. They don't have the most CC in the world. Obviously, if we still had ult, they would literally all be dead. Not even remotely close. They do have a little bit of CC, though. Okay, buddy, why are you going in melee range of me? Like, genuinely, what are you doing? Genuinely, what are you doing? Bro is going in melee range of an Olaf as a Xayah. Now, I didn't play that the best. I sort of got sidetracked on the Yasuo. I should have just... It's a little bit awkward when there's just sort of wall in the way, you know? But that's just life somehow. That's just life sometimes. But yeah, the only thing that's really important is just sort of being able to stay on top of someone. He is going to get it because I have no thingy. Which is a little unfortunate and he flashes out. Yeah, it is what it is. Just go top. Do need some mana. Let me try and see what they actually do go on Olaf. I wouldn't be surprised if they just slap a Force of Nature on this guy as well. Do need a blue buff before I go home. Yeah, they typically just go Force of Nature, but as you mentioned, they do like to go Zeeks as well. Force of Nature isn't that crazy this game. I mean, they're just dead, aren't they? You're dead. Keep chasing, keep chasing, keep chasing. Unlucky, unlucky. Rakan too fast. Thanks for mana and movement speed. Yeah, it's nice. It is nice. We can probably get a Zeeks now. Crazy that I'm not fast enough to catch the Rakan. But does it even give me that much move speed? It gives champions move speed, but does it give me move speed? It must do, right? Otherwise no one will buy it. Why are we low-key losing the fight? But we'll go it anyways. Actually, we'll build it now. Okay, that's fine. That will do. We get a little bit of MR. Just clear, we can... Low-key, I can just go sprint at them 1v3 mid. I can. Will I? Is a different question, but I could. Right, go get your wave. Go get your wave, buddy. You literally have a whole ass wave mid lane. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, my Garen is trying to pull off some Olaf plays right now. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm coming. I have 100. Need 100 gold. Like if we see a vision, I can come. Otherwise, I'll just reset for final item. Yeah, I'm not scared of that guy, but we'll just play for thingy and then go home. Can we fight for blue? Yeah, they're just cooked, aren't they? Just focus on the Yasuo. Can't do anything. Sandra's gonna ult. Can keep this alive, maybe. It does go down. Get the double kill though. Could be an easy tower. Just go push mid. The reason I insta move away is because I have no more ult, right? Gotta wait 10 seconds for it, which is crazy, by the way. 10 seconds for ult to be up. And then we're gonna try and end the game off here, anyways. So I already had so many people there, so better off for me to. That guy's lost his mind a little bit. Just tank everything. That's the other thing about these OP Bruiser champs, is once you get a certain number of items, once you get like your 2-3 core items, you don't need any more damage, right? If anything, it's actually worse to get damage. You can get your 2-3 core items, get your defense items, become unkillable, and just call it a day. Like, if we have a quick look at some of these Olaf builds, you can see it's always like these guys even going tank boots, right? We're going healing boots, but they're going tank boots, Zeeks, DD. I mean, Triforce is the only like really true offensive item. Then you got DD, Zeeks, you know, Force of Nature, which you can see everyone is going crazy. But yeah, this Olaf champ is mega OP. As mentioned, I think Divana is slightly better for non-CC comps, but this game, when we got Poppy, they got Yasuo, they got Lissandra, like everyone in their team has some sort of CC. How much damage did we do? Actually, we'll have a quick check. Not even that crazy. The Yasuo was doing nothing. Easy tap. What will we do next? What will we play next? Let me think. Bin off the Rammus. What with the big boy Robs? What do you think of Diana Jungle? Just Fly. I think Diana Jungle is better than it used to be. I think she does work well with Dusk and Dawn. It mainly helps with her sort of tankiness. The main issue with Diana previously is that if you play her as like more of an assassin, you're like, if you go in and you have to go in, you're probably going to get one tapped. So I think the Dusk and Dawn change helped a lot, but I think there are better champs. I think Gwen is a better champ. I think with a lot of the AP champs in general, they're not bad, but they're very sort of like high risk, high reward. But I think with a lot of champs, especially in jungle, you can play any champ well up to like a certain level. In this game we have Warwick with Smite top thingy. We can actually go for a Diana game this game. You like Gwen? Yeah. I mean, I think Gwen is very nice, obviously, when they got all the when they've got all the tanks. Look, you can see the top one actually goes. They both go Lich Bane. Actually, I'll check what they go on China. I think we will go Fleet Footwork. Diana. So look, they do actually go Lich Bane still. So they go for the full thingy. Warwick Smite flashbacks. Yeah. Probably not, Robbie. Probably not. Did he keep his Smite? No, he changed it. Yeah, so they go a mixture of Fleet and Electrocute. Yeah, I think we won't invade this game. They do like to go Absolute Focus a lot of the time. But yeah, you can see they do actually go the same sort of build, like Lich Bane, Rabadons. So we'll just do that then. Kinda clear, not the best. Not the best at all. I also feel like Diana doesn't do that well. Like, AP champs in general are very much reliant on you sort of snowballing well. Like, they do scale pretty well, but you do have to... Okay, the monkey is starting on his chickens, so Robbie should be able to, sorry, his Greg, so Robbie should be able to yoink the chickens. Yo, what is the Warwick doing? What the hell is he doing? Oh, so he's just trolling then. Okay. Nice. So we do have a troll. Okay, so he just wanted to troll level 1 and then now he's going to go back to playing the game. Interesting. Love to see it. Now with E, you can also actually E only like one part of a camp, if that makes sense. So I'll try and demonstrate it here. If I just E to this closest chicken, you can see I can still E again with the cooldown being up. I could probably explain Diana's E in a little bit more detail to make it make sense. But you can see when I hit someone with Q, I land, they become like sort of shiny for a little bit. And if they're shiny, it means that I can dash to them and essentially like use up the moonlight, they call it. And that won't make my dash go on cooldown. Now, what's it called is going to be bot side, right? Like, I know the monkey is here. I don't have smite, so I don't really want to bother contesting the crab. He also will have had a faster clear because Robbie took his chickens, right? So I know he won't be 5. He actually hasn't done the crab yet, which is very interesting. I think he should definitely be doing it. See where the Krabby Patty is right now. I mean, they still got to be careful. He's obviously still bot side, right? So, yep, there he is. Monkey is there. Don't really think we can kill mid. I mean, if the Zoe chunks a little bit, we can. We will play for this. And then we'll play... Okay, you do hit that. I don't... You have to chunk quite a little bit for us to be able to tank. I mean, I do want to look, right? But I'd rather... Like, this is the safe... Okay, and look, the whole Avengers are rocking up. See what the monkey is up to. I can maybe kill. He's going to come here, I think. No, he's not. He's basing here. Gotta wait for... See where he's going to go. Can get a dash and kill, maybe? Fade away kill? No way, he doesn't die. Have my W right? Surely? Surely? Lucky. No way the monkey doesn't die. I don't even know what's going on right now. Shenanigans. But that is quite unlucky. We don't... I think I'll wait for Sheen. Okay. Not the end of the world. We do take 2 of his camps, right? So ideally we would have gotten the kill, but doesn't always work out. I think I played the combo pretty well, like dash, get ult, but I probably could have outputted a little bit more damage and secured the kill. A little bit of double camping, try and speed up the clear a little bit because it is a bit on the slow side. We're going to have ult again very soon. Again, try and sort of get the double E where we can. The monkey should be coming bot again soon. I'll be coming bot as well. That should be a kill. Nice. Well played by Robbie. I do think the monkey should be bot side. I stand by that, so I'm not going to greed for this crab. I do think he will be here. We don't have vision to tell us otherwise. So we'll get our base, we'll get our Lich Bane. Looking not too bad. Dan is just AP Yasuo, yeah. Like, you have to go in, very squishy. I think if the Zoe pays attention, we can look on the Diana. If you hit a bubble. Maybe if you... Nice play. Look at that awareness by me, by the way. Beautiful awareness. See that the Seraphine is doing a telegraph path back to lane. And just pick up that nice kill, synergizing well with the Zoe. Waiting for her to hit the sleep. Full combo. One tap. See you later, buddy. Okay, now we play for Herald. That monkey is mid. Get this. Save the rest of my ability. He's not going to use W yet. See if Robbie will come this way. Feel like the monkey might be in the bush. I'm a little bit skeptical. I don't see them mid or bot. Also, how did my E go on cooldown, by the way? That's what I want. Okay, they're just doing Drake, which is completely fine. I'm just going to slap this mid. We can put pressure mid again. On the Seraphine, if she stays. He doesn't... So what we can do then instead is take blue into his chickens. Have to wait for the blue to actually fully spawn. Get this. Blue into chickens into his red. I think the Warwick should get a kill there. Right. Okay, never mind. He's going to die. See if he's going to stay. Probably not. He is. Probably going to agree for this. Can just dash onto him. Pick this up. He's going to try go for the wave. Just try prevent him from getting the wave as much as we can. And push this next wave. Okay, nice. And we get a full Infinity Orb in base. They do like to go Rabadons next, so I think I will just go for the Rabadons. Building Rabadons that late is for sure got to be trolling. Rabadon second I like a lot, especially because we are a little bit accelerated. Gonna skip the camps just to catch this mid wave. Waves do typically give more money than gold. Sorry. What am I saying? Waves do typically give more money than camps. But they're just harder to play around consistently, which is why junglers tend to have more gold. Monkey is there. I think we should be able to pick this up relatively easily. I don't think they'll bother contesting it. I haven't got too much else to do topside other than get that tower right. I mean bot side. They do go down, unfortunately. But you can see again, we're just trying to be very efficient with our clearing. Get the money where we can. And look potentially to go mid. Again, I do want to try and sort of die. Okay, nice. Do want to save my E where possible. So the idea is typically you want to QE onto someone. The Wukong is probably topside as well. I will come just because his camps are up, so I'm happy to fight this. I have nothing else to do really. Zoe coming as well. We'll just get a little double kill here. Nice dash onto that guy. Get the W flash out. Finish off with the kills there. Very nice. Very nice indeed. They should be able to get tower. Not really, actually. It's a bit tricky. I will base just because I'm a little bit low. We will go for the Infinity Orb next. I think is a fine buy. Main reason we go for it is because we are, again, a little bit on the stronger side. Where the hell did that guy go? Just quick little one tap on that guy. Again, pick up all the money. Not too much to do bots, apart from catch the wave. And protect the tower. Spicy pike hook, yeah. I mean, I would have died, obviously, if I didn't flash, but there wasn't really too much I could do in that situation. I kind of had to go in sooner rather than later. See if this is going to come. I know the what's it called is carrying bots, so I'll just let her take it. We'll just get this instead. Warwick somehow escapes. Like we are one-tapping camps now. I will look to invade a little bit. We can go stasis. I think stasis is like almost mandatory on Diana. That's a one tap, by the way. Please die. Fade away Q. No way, he doesn't die. Must have barried that, yeah. Barrier and ult. Just go there. I mean, we can go Drake as well. Yeah, if I'd said a Kobe, that probably would have killed. Would have done some extra damage. I did expect it to Loki do more damage, but obviously he did. Like, he must have barried, otherwise that would have been killed for sure. That guy just dead? I think so. Yep, he's just dead. I do have a lot of money. If he stays with the wolves, he's trolling. Yeah, he's trolling. He's trolling. For sure, this guy. Yeah, it's fine. Don't need to overcook. Go catch this mid wave. Hopefully they don't overplay while I'd like to reset. Have to catch the Scion as well. Okay, he's playing for this bot tower. Probably the right play. Wonder if I can one-tap him. Probably not. I have a decent play here mid. Wukong is not threatening Baron, so we are able to go and pick this guy up. I will just go hit this guy a little bit, to be honest. He doesn't really do too much to us. We are low-key doing some big damage to him, but it's fine. No flash. If I kept E and I didn't use it like an absolute moron, it would have been better, but... Yeah, he's dead. That should be some big damage. Get the kill. Hit the stasis to style on them. Critical offense from the Diana as per usual. So you can see there we hit the ult. Diana is very committal. So once we go in, we are in a little bit of trouble. Who's alive? Seraphine? Seraphine! Big damage from the Seraphine. He is going to go out. Unfortunately, the Warwick should be able to pick her up if he's not the worst player in the world. I think he missed. I think he missed his ult somehow. It's very impressive. Don't care too much about that. We can stay a little bit. We do have ult and everything. Oops, I did not mean to get hit by that. You sort of want to jump into 5 people. Hit an Omega ult. That does hit me. It's just 2 of them now though. I don't think I can kill that guy, sadly. Maybe. A little bit of poke. That guy's maybe dead. Holy, that's a big one tap. Got to flash out. Just buff this. Small damage from the Seraphine. Probably get a little bit of magic pen when we hop home. Don't really need to finish the full stasis yet, so we'll go this into buffed boots. Actually, if we can get a full stasis, we'll get a full stasis. Looking pretty solid right now, I'd say. Other main thing with ban is like, and assassins in general, is you really need to get a good feel for their sort of damage output. You really need to know how much damage you can do. Like this Kaiser's going to be here somewhere. No, he went mid. Otherwise, just go for this guy then. He's just insta-tapped, you know? I'm sure we had a Caitlyn there with us, but that guy's insta-tapped. And obviously the main upside is like you're just doing crazy burst, right? I think I should be able to kill this Kai'Sa if she stays. I don't really need the thingy here with me as well, but they're back in 5 seconds. Let's go Drake. Surely they They can deal with the sound, right? Yo, are they alright? Ike's coming for some much needed assistance as well. Maybe I'll just go miss the bubble, nice. I'll just go clean him up for you guys, don't worry. Even I'm not one-tapping that guy. He's a tanky boy, even with my pen and everything. Monkey Man going mid. I will go mid after this. Ice are coming as well. I'm coming. Ult and ult into the double kill. So you can see there how it's so important to keep the E, right? Like, we get the E onto the minions, which you've stacked with Q, then we E in and ult, and then they're just tapped. Who's alive? The Scion, who's gone insta... No, who is it? Pike. I'm not gonna lie, that was a clean Diana game, though. That was a clean Diana game. Normally I'm not that swifty on the Diana, but hey, the champ is OP, I guess. Either that or I'm OP. And that's never the case. And I really thought we were going to lose this game as well. I thought this was going to be the end of the win streak. We actually won 3 now. Big damage. When did we even die? I can't remember. But yeah, like a nice little easy game. Looking pretty good so far. Imagine your Warwick trying to troll. Yeah, he just rocked up bot lane. No problem. Yeah, too easy for me and Robbie. Been off the Rammus. Generally, I won't swap if I'm jungle. Main reason for that, it's more important that I get a good pick than my top laner gets a good pick. He can pick Volibear. If he's going to pick Volibear anyways, he can pick Volibear, you know? The other thing is if I'm going to play like a troll champ or whatever, then I definitely want to have last pick as well. Like, this guy's clearly not very good, right? Like, oh, swap, go swap, go swap. No, I'm not going to swap, buddy. Like, me having last pick is infinitely more valuable than this top lane having last pick. He might go and troll, though. That's the only thing, right? And that's how these guys try and get their way. They're like, they just try and troll. Like, they're like, oh, I'll play Teemo if you don't give me last pick, you know? This comp is already looking like a mega Olaf comp. Yeah, I mean, like, he's gonna look. Whoever he'll pick, he'll go and run down anyways. Like, I don't need him. He can go Teemo if he likes. I'll carry the game anyways. He can play Teemo if he likes. Like, he thinks he's doing something, but like, well, you got two minds, right? Like, he's like, oh, swap or Teemo, but he doesn't have the balls to go Teemo. You know, he deep down he wants to win the game. Deep down, he really wants to win the game. Okay, they go Kindred. So normally I would go Olaf. It's not the best into Kindred. Olaf is very good into, like, 2 of them, right? Into Lissandra Varus. It's not the best into Kindred. I wonder what I'll go into Kindred. I think I might go Olaf anyways. Kindred is annoying. Could go Rammus. Yeah, Rammus. I always ban Rammus though. Oh, if they show a Kennen as well, that's for sure a Olaf angle. For sure an Olaf angle. But I think this will be fine. Now, it's not the best matchup for us, but it will make it work. This Kindred will never be able to kill us, more or less. We just have to be careful when we're playing around walls with the dashes. But the rest of them don't have any dashes, right? But, I mean, Lissandra is like half a dash, but that doesn't really count. So Kindred is a little bit stronger, but I think we'll be fine. I think we will be fine. Like we've got Lissandra, Ken, and solo laners. Like this is a game where as soon as we get Force of Nature, it's GG's. G to the G's. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate the follow. How you doing? Let us get this win with Olaf. I think it should be relatively free. As mentioned, the only problem really this game is going to be the Kindred. But it shouldn't really be too big of a problem. Kindred clear is a little bit slow. We do ideally want to sort of deny them from getting first grab if we can. So potentially I could have swapped my clear and started Krugs. It's also probably going to be easier to gank this, but to be fair, ganking a volley lane is like the freest skill of my life. Sure, if the Lissandra gets 5, it's a little annoying, but it's still like the freest skill of my life. The fact that the Kindred hasn't marked me makes me think that it's not a very good Kindred player. I don't know if she's even marked anyone yet. If you guys don't know, getting marked by Kindred reveals you on the map. So there we go, there's the mark. A bit late, I mean, it's not that deep, right? Like now she knows where I am. But yeah, it's one of the perks of playing Kindred. So obviously we know that she knows where we started. But because they did it so late, it's not like they could have really adjusted to anything. Now they just know where I'm going to go. You also sort of have to remember that the mark is on you because it's not always clear. But it's not like it should change too much how you're actually playing the game. Would be nice if we had some vision on the Kindred, but we don't. See what they will do. They will play for crab, but it's not like we can really... It's a 50-50 which crab it spawns on, right? And it's top crab anyways. So, ideally Robbie can play for it, because they do have Prio. If they can just yoink the crab, that's huge. And I think they might do. Really big. Okay, the Kindred is coming though. Which is fine, they get to the mark, not that deep. I will be able to follow up with ult soon, so I think this is very good. I think that guy had a pink ward in there. But I'm coming this way. I'm coming. This should be good. This guy should be a free kill. And they should all just die. Because my champ is OP, he's going to flash the wall. We do hit, but he's not going to go down. Check here, he didn't take his camp yet, so we can grab this as well. That's the thing with Olaf, is like, sure, we might not have the most favorable count up into Kindred, but we are Omega OP into the rest of their team. So it genuinely doesn't matter at all. So I do know how Kindred marks work. It can spawn the current mark that she's on, which I think is probably either 1 or 2, probably 1. Is going to be this, and then it's going to be my chickens. So I do want to be ready to play for that. She is going to look for it. She's overforcing it massively. And then the next one will be on... What's it called? So just yoink that. Now I don't have to worry about marks for a little while. Okay, my Wi-Fi's just gone out. Lovely. Hello! Riot Games! What the hell is going on? Can I play the game? Am I really gonna have to restart? Alright, well that's annoying. That is annoying. I mean, everything else seems to be working fine. Now I can't even open my game. Yeah, it does suck, but it was an alright game state to crash in. There are worse times my Wi-Fi could have stopped working, but definitely isn't ideal. We lose probably like a minute or so. We'll probably be even now with the Kindred as opposed to winning, which is annoying. I don't think she'll probably be on max like 2-3 marks. Okay, very annoying. But it is what it is. Yo, Lone, how you doing? Alright, let's see what we're up to. Alright, going to invade now. Somehow not the end of the world. Yeah, now we're like even money with the Kindred. I think I can just run them down. We do have to flash. Yeah, this guy's dying. Oh, they're so fast, man. Oh, I didn't know the Orianna was going in like that. Ah, that's annoying. I can't get anyone. They all flash. I really thought I'll get more move speed, but because I don't have boots, right, it makes a pretty big difference. Nice, Lone Wolf, that's what I like to hear. I'm doing alright too. We did just crash, which is not ideal. But no problem for us. We'll make it work. The Kindred is going for more of a tankier build as well. Trinity. We do get our blue, which is the most important thing. Next mark will be on top crab, which is a little bit annoying. Is this guy gonna die? I'm coming. Again, I'm too slow, which really does suck, and we're gonna have to give that now. It's fine, just give it. I can't play with no ult. Genuinely cannot play the game. I mean, he's contesting the Kindred pretty well. I get boots now, which is really big, like much bigger than you might think. Low-key, if he stalls it, I'll come. He's actually giving it. Which I'm then happy to trade a mark for a camp, right? Sorry, a mark for Herald. Just be very careful that the Kindred is coming. Should be able to pick this up very quickly. I think that what's it called? Topside shouldn't be up. Pop that there. Check this. Can potentially look on the Lissandra. Are going to get that. Can then look to go mid. They're all so low as well, by the way. Should be able to pick this up pretty easily. Now, hopefully she doesn't get the mark there, but I'd rather take this than... Yeah, she does get the mark there, which is not good. Which means that the Kindred is there. Or she was, at least. But he probably just took that and went home. Okay, and then he went there, which is fine. Not the end of the world. The Kindred is getting a little lucky with the marks. But we are in a good spot. Who said the Master? I'm hearing things because Bully Garen I played against today. Unlucky. The Garen is annoying. I can leave this camp to deny marks, but I'm not too fussed about the marks, to be honest. I sort of back myself to... I'm coming. Nice double kill. Yoink that. No flash Varus, no flash Melio. He's going to look here. It's fine. Like, there's only so much I can do with sort of denying the camps. Okay, the Kindred's not on it, which is very nice. If she goes for it, I'll be able to defend it. The volley will probably just yoink it anyways. Nah, he's not. Okay, I'll be able to get it then. I'll do it before I do red, just in case she insta-runs to it. Is he saying it? I don't think so. He might have a voice line that has something to do with Demacia. I don't actually know where Olaf is from. Demacia would make sense. Okay, we're definitely going to go Hexplate now. And then Force of Nature, and then finally Frozen Heart, I think makes sense. I'm coming, Robbie, I'm coming. Completely fine. If they overstay, I'm going to go gank them top and they're all going to die. Wait, look here. The Kindred walks here, she's dead by the way. Oh, they're all coming, they're all coming. Okay, they're all flashing, running away. Not too much I can do there. We do get their flashes out. I feel like her blue side should be up, so we'll go yoink that. And also grab this mid wave. Gromp is up at least. They're all coming. It's not the end of the world. Just reset. You're fine, right? You're not fine. Okay, it does go down. It's a little unlucky. The Orianna wins that maybe? Gets out at least. And the Kindred will have to go home probably. Freljord? Oh yeah, he probably is from the Frelies, isn't he? I don't really want to overstay here. I'll catch one more wave. I'm not going to hit the tower too much. I know the Kindred can come out here. So we'll just grab that and leave. Grab this Krabby Patty and then get the hell out of here. We can just keep doing our clear actually, we're fine. We have enough 70 gold for whatchamacallit. Our item, and then we can just do a full clear into there and play for Drake, I guess. Ideally I would base before Drake, but I can Drake base now actually, it's fine. I have a good reasonable timer. Tanky slowy item when your ult is really strong. Yeah, they like to go that one as well. I like going Zeke's, sorry, this one, because it gives more movement speed and also more... Okay, I don't know, our team just decided they had enough of the Drake, which is fine. It's really not that deep. No, I should just one-tap the whole team. Big double kill. And kill this guy as well, potentially. Give me that. Give me the nice triple. And that's straight into a Baron. And with full HP with the help of the Soraka. But that's a little light work, and you can see we literally have ult up again already, which is crazy, by the way. Ult up again already. Only sort of skill involved with Olaf is hitting your Qs. Genuinely the only skill expression, as well as sort of keeping your ult up as long as possible. If you count that as skill expression. Not that there's really too much to it. Actually, I'm going to take this just to get my blue. Very important to get my blue here. The Kindred is just bot side instead. Okay, yeah, just bring that back here, buddy. Very nice. And then I think I said next item I'll get Force of Nature. I kind of want to get a full Force of Nature before I go home. It will be huge. The reason we go Force of Nature is because they're like 4 AP essentially. I mean, the Varus is like half. And then if we get that, we're literally not dying to anyone. Because we already have enough sort of tankiness, or at least enough armor. That guy might die. I'm going to reset first. I mean, he's dead. I can't really get there fast enough. They can just push there. I reset, go bot side. We can look to go the... What's it called last? Can look to go the one that slows when you ult last. we will see what it's looking like. Don't have too much. I mean, there's not really anyone here mid. Oh, are they dead though? I just sort of want to get the hell out of there. Go in, one tap the back line. He somehow doesn't die. But you can see I'm taking literally 0 damage. Especially with the Soraka, and I jumped into about 5 people there. Oh, this guy might be dead. This guy might be in a little bit of trouble. He has to flash out. I have ult in 7 seconds. If they walk up too far, they are all going to die. They will all die if they walk up too far. And I will go Frozen Heart last item. Oh, what are we going to put in ages? What in the technology is that? But yeah, as mentioned, I think I will go Force of Nature last item. Sorry, Frozen Heart last item. I think it works well. They don't have... I mean, they have... Don't even want to know what that Varus is building. They have 2 sort of auto attackers with the Varus and the Kindred. I think I just run them down, no? Yeah, that the Melia was taking 0 damage, by the way. Isn't it crazy that I just take 0 damage from all of them? That's a bit absurd, isn't it? And that's to do with the build, right? It's like, as I said, all you need after your sort of core items is just a little bit of defense, you know? I just ran through, I was tanking a full cannon and Kindred damage. While, I don't know why that Melia wasn't dying, by the way. That was the craziest part of that whole interaction. That Melia was taking a whole 0 damage. But obviously, like, I guess I'm not going full damage, right? So it makes sense. It would be a little OP if I tapped everyone. They can keep pushing. Me and the Soraks can take this bad boy up. Okay, the Volibear didn't need to do that maybe, but I nearly get the tower. This is the safe play here because I don't think we were going to end realistically against the Kindred. So we can just pick up the Baron and then we can reset, play from there. Elder is up in 1 minute. We definitely don't... the game shouldn't be going to Elder. The Kindred might be coming to try and do some shenanigans, but there's no shenanigans to be done here. The Frozen Heart finish off our attacks, healing boots. Low-key, we could even change the healing boots, but I think the healing boots is nice, especially when we're tanky. Already with our items, we can get a little bit tankier with our... Sorry, we can get more healing in with our booties to give us that extra sustain that we need to in these fights. I think genuinely if they send the whole team on me, they can't kill me. The only way they kill me is if my ult runs out, so we just need to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, we don't want to push mid too much because we really have mid tower, right? Like, to be fair, we are looking to end here, but... Right, are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? Like, genuinely, are you guys okay? Like, on what planet are you guys doing anything to me? Okay, I do finally go down. Because, you know, I probably took about 17. I took a lot of damage from everyone, but... worth. Thoughts on new champion, bro, this next patch? Which ones are they dropping exactly? Are they dropping all of them? Okay, they do need to chill out a little bit, but they do have all the inhibs. Okay, run, Oriana, run. Okay, that Kindred is looking a little bit OP now. I might have to start one-tapping that guy. Okay, he's gonna... Okay, he was about to die to some minions. I think Sylas will be very cool. Way, I think, will have like a 0% win rate, unless it's like the most OP champ in the game. LeBlanc is very cool. Rek'Sai is an interesting champ. I'll have to see how all his tunnels work. I think he could be a very cool champ. Probably will be very OP. Hui, I think, will be OP if you know how to play her, but otherwise, like, very, very mid. LeBlanc will probably be also one-tapping, like Aurora style, and Sylas will be mega OP. I mean, we just want to go fight them, right? Like, that's the main thing. Holy big ult by the thingy. Okay, I like that, I like that. That guy's nearly dead, no? Nice. I can come, we can play this. He's gonna jump the wall. Yeah, that's the flash. Completely fine. This guy can just keep pushing. I mean, I'm just gonna go run him down in a second, right? Like, I will literally just go run him down. Like, the things we don't want to flip this, right? Like, we really don't want to flip this. It's so important that we don't flip this. There's really no need to... This guy is kind of fast, I'm not gonna lie. I'm low-key dying here, and I low-key go down. I've taken a hell of a lot of true damage, by the way. That's really not ideal. Yo, Wild, how you doing? I think that guy can kill. No, he's not. Okay, nice, he kills. If he kills there, that's completely fine. Do they both have Elder? I think maybe only the Sandra has it. Not ideal there. I am taking a lot more damage than I expected, to be honest. And the Frozen Hearting, the Frozen Heart isn't Frozen Hearting. Let me tell you that much. I'm trying to think what else we could go. What else could we go? I don't really want GA. I think Sterax could be good. We'll go Sterax. Why not? Yeah, the MF is sort of fight, and the Volibear is just going to insta-die for no reason. I mean, we do have to turn on them, right? But they... I got to be very careful with Sandra. Big damage, just one tap everyone. The Kindred is coming. And then we just go and thingy this. I got my ult in 20 seconds. Just go put Vision there. No one has Elder now. Now they just need to chill out. Like, I think this guy shouldn't really be able to walk up, ever. Especially if I hit the slow on him like that. Like the absolute demon I am. He's gonna have to thingy. We do get the kill, smite this guy, run him down, keep the ult alive, big Qs. And that's a big Elder Dragon for us. I mean, big Baron for us. Holy, no problem into Kindred. Just hit them, they have to ult, and then just slap them with a little E at the end. Thornmail gonna be best? Yeah, Thornmail could have been good as well. I low-key think we can just end here, right? Like, I think we should push right away. They still got 20 seconds on these two guys. I'm gonna run here. The Orianna is buffing mid lane. We do want to get some vision. Flank them a little bit. That guy might be dead. That guy's just insta one-tapped. I do think I can just run them down, though. Okay, we cannot. Hope I don't die. It's a bit cooked. I think, oh yeah, we can just end. Nice. Nice! Doing well. I managed to hit 52% team damage yesterday with Lilia. Big. Thornmail gonna be best. Yeah, I think Thornmail could have been good. But I think, yeah, you have a lot of options on Olaf. I think the Sterax was alright in the end as well. 52% is some big damage wild. But yeah, Kindred I do think is a pretty obnoxious champ. Epic Olaf gameplay, I try. I don't know how you die there as Ori. Yeah. What does that Kennen champ do? What is the only thing that Kennen champ does? But we have been putting on a little bit of a performance today. Braindead Soraka, yeah, Rory was carrying with his Soraka. But yeah, I'm trying not to become an Olaf abuser, but like I feel like every game is an Olaf game. That's the thing. It's like, if you have an Olaf angle, the game is almost unlosable with Olaf. That's genuinely how it feels most of the time. Almost unlosable. The only person that could play into us there was the Kindred. Damn, I'm your troll top now. Unlucky. Maybe you go bot lane with the Warwick level 1 as well. Oh, nice, you got the swap. If they don't have dashes, Olaf and Jarvan are just easy wins, yeah. I'm finding a lot of Olaf's Nocturnes interesting. I almost never see Olaf, to be honest. I almost never see Olaf. I'm trying to think what the main champs I see are. I do get like a little variety, a little bit of everything. Honestly, I see a lot of Jarvans, I feel like. Maybe it's an OC thing. My game is lagging, can't do anything. Oh, unlucky. Maybe you're going to be stuck with the war at top. Vi, you want to see some Vi? Like, that thing is, I see this, right? As soon as I see Lissandra, like, how can I not want to play Olaf? Look at their comp and tell me you don't want to play Olaf into that. Oh, they banned Olaf. Okay, thank goodness we're not allowed to play Olaf. But just look at that comp and tell me you don't want to play Olaf. One tap Scion. Oh, you see Vi a lot? Yeah. Vi abusers. I see Vi a fair bit as well. Like, Lissandra, Soraka, Scion, they can't play the game. Robbie, let me know when you load back in, because otherwise you're going to have Smite. And then I'll go top. Been abusing Lilia. Lilia's OP. I want to see the Leona jungle. Holy, we got so many Leona jungle enjoys. Fix my room if the game doesn't open, bro. Yeah, let me know if it does, Robbie. I'll slow pick for you. Kalista Pantheon. Into Kalista Pantheon, like I low-key see a Nunu angle. Aatrox? I don't love Aatrox here, I'm gonna be honest. I don't love Aatrox here, to be honest. What do I love? Low-key, just because we're against Kalista, I'll go this. Hopefully Robbie can get back in and swap his smite. Okay, big. Down is just fun. Aatrox is a tricky one. It's like, I'm not sure when I'd even go for an Aatrox angle. See what these top brothers are going? Yeah, pretty standard. Pretty standard. I mean, I think this sort of build is nice on Vi. Yasuo? Big Yasuo game. Yasuo, I think, is... You do need some sort of knock-up to be able to play the game. We will try and get an Aatrox game in if we can. I really like Vi into Kalista, because otherwise she's just dash, dash, dash. Can't hear any skill shots on her. Warwick is fun for sign. Now I have to suicide level 1 bot. Yeah. Make it fair. Now I just beg this Scion doesn't come. Okay, he's not running TP. And he doesn't do the cringe Scion strat where he takes my red buff level 1. Alright, I'll show you guys the secret Vi clear. We've got the Master Trio on our team, so it might be a hard one. I don't love Vi into heavy CC, but we'll make it work. Let's see what they build on Vi. Yeah, I mean, they go pretty standard runes on Vi. We'll probably do something like this. We might go healing boots, but it looks like they probably don't a lot of the time. Okay, so we'll show you guys the secret hidden clear. They actually go a lot of sudden impact second. Interesting. Missing out on the secret tech. He doesn't have Hex Bash. I almost never see a Pantheon not go Hex Bash. Never, ever, ever. But it looks like Trinity Sundered is pretty standard. This game, yeah, this game, what's it called, is fine. So Vi is one of the champs. The clear is actually faster if you start Romp. Hit it to 211, then we do a double clear right there. This clear will give you some anxiety though, if you haven't practiced it. Okay, so he's going for the goofy ass clear, where he goes 3 camps into bot gank. What does that mean? It means we're invading his blue side. That is what it means. We'll probably do, what's it called? We'll do this and then we'll invade his blue. I think that's what we'll do. Yep, we see him coming now. This is why this passing from the Pantheon is terrible, by the way. This guy can't do anything, right? Because I have Smite. If he comes fight me, he'll lose. Buddy, you're just going to lose now, right? You know that, right? No flash. Like, it doesn't make any sense first that the Pantheon would pass this way, because now he has no mana. Just smite this. We take his full bot side, by the way. Somehow the Blitz is dying. The only way it works is if you're like 100% sure you'll get a kill. And even then, it's probably still not worth it. Now, maybe Pantheon walks this way. We'll see. He genuinely has nothing to do. Genuinely nothing. He might go for this. He's so lucky. I'm just going to ult his... I win the 1v2 here for sure, by the way. I'll just flash on top of him. Ed, like, buddy, what are you doing? Genius, Bobek, yeah. I mean, the Pantheon can't play the game now. I'm 1k up in 2 minutes. And this is like, if you guys learn anything from my stream, it's don't ever gank before level 3 if you're playing like a carry champ. If you're playing a tank champ, like, look at this guy, man. He's so clueless. He's 2 levels down because he doesn't know how to play the game. Like, I feel a little bit bad because, like, he can't play anymore. Yo, Jason, how you doing? The what's it called is going bot, but he's level 4. He can't do anything. I should have bought boots, but now I know his chickens are up, right? So he's even on the wrong side of the map. So if I want to, and I probably will, just to really teach him a lesson, I'll just go fight him on his top side now. Because he genuinely cannot play the game. I think I'm just going to Q on him. Ult. This guy might come. If the Lissandra comes, like, he's just used his full combo here. He might ult me. Okay, the Sarn is coming, which is kind of crazy. Okay, just let Robbie push there. Yeah, I don't really appreciate the Blitzcrank hook there. He's just hooked the Lissandra into us. Okay. Now, it would be a little bit annoying if I lose my blue side, which I will. Now, if the Sarn didn't come and the bot lane didn't come, it would have been fine. Now I'm going to have to give my top side and I'll just take his bot side again. I'm GMA ADC. Out of this role, any champ recommendations in jungle? Yeah, ADC is a doo-doo role. I would recommend Shyvana, Olaf, and Vi is a nice one as well. Just take all of this again. Don't think we're killing the Sound realistically. All of these camps for me. I mean, like I'll fight him anyways if he wants to fight. I'll fight him. Just gonna ult. Go play ADC in top. Yeah, that works as well. I think we can dive this guy if he does. Probably has ult. Yeah, we can dive this guy. He's probably just dead anyways. Probably doesn't need me. Don't get feared. Okay, we're fine. They're all coming bots. Yo, chill out. I'm gonna have to flash. He flashes on me. Yeah. Okay, that should be a kill. Okay, I do need to get the hell out of there. Like, I don't know how their whole bot lane is coming here. Why are there 15 people in bot lane right now? It doesn't make any sense. Why are there 15 people there? Wanna show me the Collector Gale Force Infinity Edge better than Bork BTER? He is one of those champs where maybe, just maybe, going on hit might be better. Okay, we're gonna get our Trinity finally. Absolute, like... can I base, please? Absolute, shambles early game. Like, everyone doing everything and now the bot lane going back there. I mean, I'll play for Herald. I'm completely fine with that. Herald into his top side again. Don't think he's ever seen his, what his top side looks like. Yep, he does this. He'll probably ult on this. Yep, there he is. Classic. He's going to E, get behind his E. Auto E dead. The Sion is coming. Smite that. We just got thingy in 10 seconds anyway, so just wait for this to come back in. Thankfully we get it, and the what's it called, does anyone get? Now what do? We take all his camps again. I'd rather get blue than wolves, but I'll probably greed for wolves if I can. See if he takes the TP bot, if the TPs have spawned yet. I think they should have spawned by now, but maybe not. Oh, thank you, buddy. Just showing that. I could have killed him. I didn't need to run away, to be honest. I definitely could have killed him. This guy's dead. Time to Q. He's dead as well. Okay, flashes out. Oh my Blitzcrank. Holy, I'm gonna die as well. Okay, we're still alive. I didn't see where their bot lane went, but I'm pretty sure the Jinx just died, so I gotta be a little bit careful here. I'm gonna ward first before I go into play. So basically, again, this Pantheon cannot play the game. Mostly he brought it on himself, right? Because he doesn't know how to path. But this shows how you can... Like, you can treat jungle as a lane, right? If they misplay, you don't need to be going for ganks. If you can invade, you can win the game like that as well. If my chickens will spawn, they will not. And the important thing about jungle is even though we're not going Vamp Boots, holy, this Sion is just ulting from lane to lane. Even though we're not going Vamp Boots, you can see in jungle you have enough sustain that you can just stay on the map. This game we will finish off our Sundered, go into Death's Dance. I will prevent this Sion from getting mid tower. And also look on the Pantheon if he comes mid. Big ult through 3 of them. This guy is going to die. Can run down this guy now. He's going to ult in a second. Okay, he's not. Then we just run down the Soraka. He gets ulted away. See where the Soraka will go. Okay, that's the wrong way, buddy. Has to flash out. Nice kill. Don't think we can do too much more there. Can hit this a little bit. See what the Callista will do. Nice attempt at a flash poke. On the Pantheon here. What's it called? Insta knockup. I'm gonna flash that so I don't get CC'd. She messes up the ult. And we get out. We don't even need to base, we can just stay, take some camps. There's also a top wave that I want to grab. No one else is going for it, so very nice. Don't have the most mana in the world, so we gotta be a bit mindful of that, but we should be able to get this. W for move speed. No way the only champ that has critting ability with big damage. Yeah. But the thing is, Master Yi is so OP with both, so you can really build whatever you like on Master Yi and you'll probably one-tap everyone. We do get Death Dance off of this, which is very big. Got some big money, 1k GPM. Go for our blue, because you can see we're running a little bit low on mana. What would be your 3 most important things to learn as a total beginner in jungle? Very good question. I will have a little think about what I will say. Is Robbie dead? There's some big damage, low-key. Some really big damage. That guy's dead. Holy, can he die, please? We do get the double kill there. What was I going to say? Okay, nice double. Can pick this up. The most important thing is understanding that you get your money from farming, right? Your job is, you're not supposed to babysit lanes. You're playing your own role, and your farming in general is the most important thing in the game. And your role probably has access to the most amount of farm if you know what you're doing. We'll look on his blue side. So don't don't be listening to people who are like, oh, you need to gank my lane, you need to gank my lane. Like this Pantheon, he lost the game level 3 because he went to gank a lane. Not even joking. He lost the game because he went to gank a lane. That's why we're like 3k up on him. He got a little lucky because he got some kills later on. Bot lane was messing around a little bit. We do got to make sure that they're not doing this. Looks like they might want to. Looks like they might want to. I'll get vision here. But yeah, the most important thing to do in jungle is farm efficiently. Prioritize farming over ganks. That is always much more important. Always much more important to farm over ganks, because later on, and jungle champs are generally like quite strong. I think the Pantheon is going to ult, so we've got to be a little mindful of this. Ult him, insta one tap. So obviously there, the main thing we're playing for is just making sure that we can... few key things there. Make sure that we... That guy's insta-dead. W this. Get that. It's not going to hit, but that guy should be nearly dead. Like a little bit. We will get in range someday. Have to be careful because the Kalista had like 17 thingies in me. But yeah, I think I don't need GA. Let's go Mortal. You can see the reason why I'm so useful later on in the fight is because I'm so rich. Being rich will win you games. And you really got to take this to the extreme. I think it's more important to overfarm than underfarm. Coming to look on this Pantheon now. Just ult this guy. So I would focus a lot more on making sure you're farming properly. Then the next, I think, most important thing, which will already set you apart from a lot of junglers, is jungle tracking. It's basically understanding why you want to be pathing the way you should be pathing. Holy, that guy just got one tapped. Get the tower. One tap on the Soraka. I'm going to go down in a second. Yeah, that's fine. Like I'm scared to queue up in GM lobby as a noob jungler. I literally don't know any fancy clears, etc. Okay, don't worry about fancy clears. I'll get the little notepad out now. I might make a YouTube video on this, but I'll... Class is in session. We'll take a little break. I mean, 5-0. We're just we're doing a little too much. We got to chill out in these GM lobbies. Is 3-4 camps into Scuttle like the new meta? Yeah, the new meta if you want to lose the game. If you want to lose the game insta. Alright, Robbie, I'll text Robbie in case he's not in chat. Yeah, well, that's okay. You're here. Okay, big. All right, so I'll do a little bit of coaching temporarily. Okay, let me get my screen up. Stop playing on main unretired. GG's, Robbie. A little 5-0. Okay, let's listen up. How to play jungle, and I'll make this like 10 times bigger as well. Can we go big, please? Zoom in. Oh, it's Control Plus. Okay, there we go. How to play jungle. Number 1, always full clear. This is the most important thing you can ever do. If you're not full clearing almost every game, and I'll keep in mind, this is for carry champs. If you're playing a tank champ, that's completely different, okay? That's a completely different game style. We're talking about carry champs. You want to carry the team. You want to win the fights. You want to do everything. You want to 1v9 the game. That's what we're talking about here. Always full clear. Why? Because it's all we care about is farming efficiently, right? We need to farm efficiently. See if I can spell. If you don't full clear and you get invaded, you will be so far behind. Only this needs some big epic music and no face cam for 2010 tutorials. Yeah, low key with the notepads. But we need to farm efficiently. This is the underlying idea of what is so important. So I'll try and give me 1 second while I get my special map up, which I may or may not still have. Okay, it looks like the map has gone in the bin. Give me 1 second then while I get a map. I can talk a little bit about the clears as well. This map will do. The hell is it? Okay, this will do for the time being. This will do for the time being. If we need our map. Do we care about waves early? No. So, okay, we're always going to full clear. We need to farm efficiency. This is tempo, right? This and tempo is just, it's basically using your time effectively. So you can just take this, like, once you get to a level where you sort of understand the reason behind why we're doing everything, it will make more sense. But if you want a general rule of thumb, always full clear. Because you get to level 5, I guess here's the underlying thing. It's like you get level 5 for most junglers. This is a big spike, and it makes a big difference in ganks. What do I mean by this? Take Vi, for example. Vi's ult is OP. I almost guarantee you, if you get your ult, you will be able to pull off a gank mid or top. So why on earth would we bother pathing and looking for a level 3 gank, which is like, high risk because we're losing tempo and we're not clearing camps, high risk and medium reward. Let me just change the title. This is different for like tanks. Tanks, maybe you do want to be ganking early because you're not the one that's going to carry the game, right? If you're playing trio and your bot lane is playing Draven, Nautilus or whatever, and you want them to get 3 kills early game, sure. Do red and gank them, do Krugs and gank them, I don't care. But we're thinking about how are we going to carry the game, okay? So the underlying idea is the faster you clear your camps, the faster they respawn so you can clear them again and get more money. And how are we going to win the game? Essentially, I'll write at the top. To win games, get lots of money and run them down. If you're starting out how to play jungle, I would recommend this strategy to 99% of players. Why? You can be terrible at the champion, pick something OP like Olaf, Shyvana, Vi, and because you have 4 items and they have 2, you will win by default. What do I mean by this? If you're playing an OP champ where you literally just spam, if you literally just spam buttons, like with Shyvana, Olaf, Vi, a first time Vi or first time Shyvana will be as good as like a Shyvana OTP. 80% of the way to a Shyvana OTP. Whereas, maybe like a Nidalee or whatever is going to be 10%. So what I would recommend when you're getting into jungle, pick an easy champ, right? Pick a champ where you're not thinking about, oh, I need to do this combo, I need to Q, W, transform, Q again. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be thinking about that until we've understood how to play jungle. So I'll just put that as a note as well. Note. Learn to play jungle first, then pick a high skill champ. Only jungle mechanic you need is fast clearing? True. Okay, so these are just like some notes. We'll go back to the steps. Okay, first one is always full clear. The second one is jungle tracking. This will set you apart from, I'd say, like 80% of junglers in GM+. I don't think that's an exaggeration. The reason why is because jungle tracking is not something that's immediately evident. It's not very hard to do, but it's something you actually have to think about, right? It's not like I see my laner all the time and I'm like, oh yeah, he's just he's low mana, right? Oh, he's half HP because I just picked him out a little bit. You need to think about what they're going to do and be able to react very quickly, which is very important. What do you mean by fast clearing? That's the thing that trips me up. Do you mean full clearing? Okay, I'll do a quick, I'll go back to that quickly. Let me get this up. Let me get my epic pen out. What do I mean by full clearing? Bro, skill-based junglers are just hard. You just want to play hyperscaling, easy champ. Yeah, Kevin, I agree. I think that's what you do 90% of the games, especially if you're starting out. You have to be one of the best Lee Sins to be able to play against like a fed Shyvana. Like the Shyvana, it's so fast, so much damage, so tanky. Like you really have to be crazy to play around the walls and play perfectly and whatnot. Okay, what do I mean by full clear? We're level 1, right? We're starting in base. We have 6 camps up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 2 crabs. Okay, this is first clear of the game. Now, what do I mean by full clearing? Or basically what you shouldn't do, right? What you shouldn't do is, oh, I'm going to start chickens, and then I'll go to red buff, I'll go to Krugs, and I'll gank bot lane. The reason why you don't do that pathing in general is because it completely funnels you into only being able to do one thing, right? And that one thing happens to be very bad. Giving yourself only one option isn't necessarily bad, but in this case it is. Why is it bad? Because if, like any human being, their mid laner has come and put a ward here, or their bot lane has put a ward here, or even in this bush, as soon as you come and gank, as soon as you come and wander over here, they're going to see you, right? And if, obviously the thing about jungle, it's all about probability, thinking about what players will do, won't do, what will they overstay or whatnot. I almost guarantee you, with 90% of champs, if you level 3 gank someone, you're probably not going to kill them. And that's what this is all about. It's all about probability, all about weighing up the risks and the rewards. So I would never do this pathing. That's like the worst thing you can do in the game. Instead, and this is what I will do in 90% of games, is, let me just recircle this. In 90% of games, I'll do this. Blue buff, into Gromp, into Wolves, into Chickens, into Red, into Krugs, into either crab or I go home. But you can try the sweeping thing for wards, right? True player, you can, but don't think about that. Remember, rule number one, and I'll probably like change this. Rule number one is full clear, and then it's just generally okay. I'm going to change this. Always clear your camps before ganking. So full clear to get level 5. Never gank pre-level, or yeah, pre-level 5. Let's just go with that. That's like a general rule of thumb. Okay, back to this. And I'll explain why this is important. We don't want to be thinking about, oh, let's play for our bot lane, let's play for our top lane. We don't care, right? We're not playing with Faker and Gumayusi and Zeus. We're playing with some little Timmy who's hopped on. He's about 12 years old, first timing some ADC, auto-filled bot lane, never played an ADC in his life, right? So why on earth am I going to gank that guy? I'm not, right? I can't rely on anyone. And again, this is like a solo queue environment. If if you're playing with your teammates and you're playing a tank, completely different, right? But we're talking about solo queue. We're not going to rely on anyone. And I'm talking, this is the case for any elo below like top 500 players on the server, I'd say. So even in like, your challenger sovereign lobbies, this is still the case. I would almost never rely on my teammates. So what you should do is just full clear and then take a crab. That's generally what you want to go. Exactly, Wild. You're the win condition. That's how you should play. If you want to play a tank, that's a different matter, right? You can, and then it's completely different how you play. But when you're starting out, all you want to do is full clear, and it's so important. So if there's just one thing you want to do every game, it's this clear that I just showed right here. If you want to take one thing away from this, what should I do in the first like 2 minutes of the game? Go start blue buff. Boom, 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 boom. Go have a check if the crab is up. If it is, take it. If it's not, go home and then go take this crab. Simple as that. And that's what you can do every game. You're not worried losing Scuttle? No, Wild. And the reason for that is this, and this sort of leads on nicely into the next step. We'll have two examples, okay? We'll have two examples, and this is very common, okay? We're yellow, we're starting blue, and they're pink, or yeah, they can be pink, and they're starting on their red side. This clear is fine. I don't have anything wrong with it. I prefer my clear, but I don't have anything wrong with their clear. So we'll highlight what my clear is going to look like. And these are the two most common clears. So if there's something that you want to do, and you do for whatever reason want to play towards the lane, you can do either clear. I'm happy with both. So I would always start blue, grump, wolves, chickens, red, Krugs, as I mentioned. And then either look crab or go home. Now, keep in mind, we'll have done 6 camps at this point, right? So this will maybe be around like 1 minute 40 or something. Now, guy who is starting on the, what's it called? Krugs is going to do Krugs, red, chickens. And now it gets a little bit interesting already because of how the sort of map is laid out. You can, and this is probably the most common one, depending on how fast your jungle clear is, do wolves, blue, grump, and then crab. But because you're on this side and it's very open, you can do crab much more easily. So you can do crab whenever you want. You're going to go test the Trinity Force Heartsteel Leona jungle. Holy, hey, if you got the mechanic, if you got the macro down, then you should be able to pull it off, I reckon. But yeah, as I was saying, when you clear like this, it's very common to actually not do your full clear and then do crab. So this is a clear that I've laid out, which I would probably do. I would do all 6 camps before doing crab. And Yeah, and then do crab. The main reason I prioritize doing my camps over crab is sort of like a neutral objective, right? Again, we clear our camps to get money, and so they go on cooldown, so they spawn faster, so we can get more money. So that's why it's better generally to clear your camps first, because then they'll respawn faster. And if for whatever reason, when I'm over here and I go try to take this crab, oh, I see it's gone. That's completely fine. It also tells me a lot about what they did, right? I know there's a 90% chance if they get to this crab before me, there's a 90% chance that this is what they did. To some degree. They skipped wolves, did blue, did crab, and then went back to Gromp and did finish their wolves. And I would know this because I've gone and I've checked. Oh, crab is gone already. I see the little ring on the ground over here that they have the scuttle crab vision. So what do? Is I see it. As soon as I see it, just go home, and I'm instantly running out to get this crab. Why do I know this crab is going to be up and it's going to be fine? And this is the case in 90% of games, because I know what he's done, right? I know with very high certainty. And again, this game is all about probability when you're playing jungle. What is most likely for them to have done? You can also get additional information from seeing their level. It's very helpful, for example, if your mid laner can ward here, if someone has warded their blue, it's also helpful, and you can get more information which can confirm what you're thinking. But now I come here, and this is the thing why I don't like this clear, because they started Krugs, and this is something you just know from playing the game. I'm pretty sure the respawn timer on camps is maybe like 1 minute 40. Don't count me on that. It looks like a nice ice cream cone. Loki does. But I will actually look it up right now. Give me 1 second. How long does it take for camps to respawn in Wild Rift? Let's see what the AI will tell me. Okay, look, this is what the AI has told me. Put it on the ice cream again. It's 1 minute 50 for normal camps and 2 minutes 30 for buff. And typically a clear is around sort of 1 minute 50 if you include going back to base. So what happens is they finish their clear, and I've come out of base with an item advantage, because they're still going to have to base, right? Because let's say they've just finished doing wolves or whatever, and now they're going home. They're going home while I've taken crab, and I can take their Krugs before they come out of base. And now this is all thinking, oh, a lot of hypotheticals, if they do this, if they do that. What you'll do once you start playing jungle and thinking about these things, you'll see how often it happens. I do this play 90% of games if they start this side. And it's one of the reasons why it's so important to clear efficiently, right? If it takes me an extra 10 seconds, if it takes this guy an extra 10 seconds to do his clear, which it sort of does with his pathing, right? If he doesn't full clear into crab, then it gives me that extra time to go and take this. And again, like the long-winded explanation is because he's taking his Krugs earlier, and he's sort of delaying the rest of his camps, his Krugs are respawning before he has time to get there. What if enemy jungler does the same thing? That's the other thing. Then you just trade, okay? But it's a good question. If enemy jungler starts the same thing as me, let me just clear some of these, then our path will be the same, and their path will be the same as ours, right? They do, change into this. They do blue, gromp, wolves, chicken, thingy, into crab. And now, like, we're both fine, right? Then we both do crab, and then we can either look for a gank, or we go home. And I'm very happy with both of these situations. Typically, and again, I think you asked if it's good to gank mid or not, true player. A lot of these things, there's no rules for ganks in general, okay? It depends a lot more on the matchup, and also a lot more on the actual players yourself. You can't think too much about the matchup, which is why I really don't like if people are like, oh, my top laner is Garen into Jax. He should be losing early or winning early or whatever. Your Garen could be first time Garen and he could be playing against a top one Jax, and it could be the other way around, right? You never know how the matchup is going to go. Your Garen could die level 1, right? You don't know. That's why I think don't think too much about the lanes. You sort of have to see how the game plays out. What was I gonna say next? So that's why typically, and again it depends on the champ you're playing. If I'm playing with, let's say, a Volibear, what I might have done is taken the crab, walked this way. If my Volibear has a nice wave that's pushing, I'm going to crash into the tower. Oh, guess what? We dive the whoever it is, the Kayle, easy kill, go in the bush, reset, and we're chilling. And the reason why this is so good is because we're not wasting our time, right? We have a little bit of time to stay in gank top lane because we've taken all our camps. However, if you do stuff like this, which is what like the little Timmies like to do, if you path like the Pantheon, yo Videmvi, how's it going? If you path like the Pantheon and you're like, okay, let's do this into this, walk this way, try gank, oh, gank failed. Walk back, try gank again, oh, gank failed. Oh, look, there's a crab here. Crab. And meanwhile, what I did last game was this. I see we have a ward on the Pantheon, right? So I see what he's doing. I can see where he's pathing. If you start chickens and he was walking this way, I know exactly what his plan is. So I do this. Blue, Gromp, Wolves, Chickens, straight into his full bot side. The reason we do this is because we want to take it while he's not here, right? Again, it's all about tempo. All about tempo. We don't want to finish doing owl clear because at that point he's maybe walked there already, right? So it's very, very important that we go here first and then we do the rest of our camps. And like if we see the game, I'll get it up right now. You'll see that's exactly what happens. That is exactly what happens. And you'll see how like the game is completely over. And you guys might think I'm exaggerating, but it's not. And this is why if you do what the Pantheon did, you'll instantly lose the game. It's crazy. So let me try and find it. Because like you guys will see that the game was basically over. Let me bin this off. Let me fast forward to the bit that we want to go to. Yeah, exactly. One of the pings is learning to ping is also very important. Okay, look, as you can see, this is what I'm saying right now. And if you were listening to the stream, you would hear. I'm pinging. You can see I'm pinging that the Pantheon is there. And I'm saying exactly what I'm going to do. We see he's going to go, and I know he's going to... I'm still pinging. I'm like, okay, he's going to gank top. And we'll see him show on this ward right here very soon. And you'll see he cannot play the game. He cannot... Look, he's going... First of all, his clear is slow, right? This goes to show he's... He a few things wrong. He doesn't know how to path. He's slow at clearing his camps. Like, he doesn't do it efficiently. And he's going to force a gank, which he doesn't force. On no planet is my full HP Jinx and full HP Blitzcrank gonna die to a level 3 Pantheon gank, okay? On no planet. He would have to go and turn off both of their Wi-Fis, probably invade their houses, kidnap their children, and then he probably would be able to kill them. And only then. Nothing less. And meanwhile, look, I'm already a camp up. And what's gonna happen? I've still got my smite. I see they've got a ward here. Does it matter? The Sion can't come. If the Lissandra comes, no problem. No problem, right? Look, what are you going to do, buddy? I'm going to take this. You're going to steal it from me when I have smite. And you still go on me anyways. And now guess what? You have to flash. So the Lissandra's game is over as well. And look, the Pantheon is level 3, like 1 HP on Crab. And what is he going to do? He's going to lose his blue buff. He's going to lose his Gromp. And guess what? I'm going to be level 5. And this guy is maybe nearly level 4. Now, what's going on here is very unlucky, right? They shouldn't be dying. As the bot lane, and this is something, again, out of my control, my bot lane should just be here. I'll get the pen out again. My bot lane should literally just be here. Can I get my pen? Whoopsies. My bot lane should be here, getting their minions. They should not be doing any nonsense over here. Why? Because my camps aren't up. I don't care if the Pantheon is wandering around over here, right? Like, there's nothing to do here. Meanwhile, I've taken all of this, and we'll see the money in a second, okay? And again, the reason why we do these camps first is because, and see, he's not even level 4 yet. The reason we do those camps first is tempo, right? We want to take his because he's never invading us, not in a million years. I'm very lucky that I get the crab, and we insta-ult him. Why? Because he's low mana and we're 2 levels up on him, right? And what happens? Flash, just in case he does, and he's dead, okay? And I think I'll check money in a second here. I think I'll press tab. And look, 2 minutes, 16 seconds. I'm 1k up. 1k up in 2 minutes. And what else? I still have 2 of my camps to take. Okay? So in total, let's think about what's just happened here. Sorry, wrong screen. Let's think about what's just happened. This is the Vi example, okay? At 2 minutes 16, enemy Pantheon, he's taken 4 camps. And I think he didn't get a kill. He's taken 4 camps and he didn't, and he's 0-1-0, okay? 1.4k. Meanwhile, me on the Vi, how many camps have I taken? I've taken 4 of mine, 3 of his, plus crab, okay? So I've taken 8 camps. I've taken double the amount of camps of him. And I've got a kill. And I'm at 2.4k. And this all started because of how he pathed. He's pathing to gank bot lane for no reason. And he will never know, he will never understand why he lost his game, right? Like, he thinks, oh, it's unlucky, I got invaded, what can I do, how am I supposed to know he's going to invade? You don't path, you don't start at chickens and do 3 camps into bot gank. Like, you can't do that. That's illegal. Illegal, okay? So that's why I'm really stressing this, true player, because I would rather you do 0 ganks in a game. I'm not joking. I would rather you go 0 ganks in a game, solid 800, 900 GPM, just farming well, and then late game you can go and join some fights. I would much rather that than you go and gank level 3, maybe it doesn't work, gank level 5, okay, we get like an assist, cool. Like, I'll just give one example of like a general idea. Ganking versus farming. Farming, low risk, medium to high reward. Why? Because obviously you get gold, XP, but also like tempo. That's what we got to understand. And this is what I'm trying to stress. We get tempo because clearing a camp means the camp will come up faster. So we get money faster. I hope that makes sense to everyone. The idea is, oh, it's fine, my blue buff is still going to be there in 1 minute. Yeah, it is, probably, if it hasn't been invaded. But guess what? My blue buff is going to respawn 1 minute before your blue buff now, which means I'm going to get not only a blue buff, but I'm going to get more money. And it really snowballs, right? Like, for me, all my camps would have been done and respawning in, like in 2 minutes time. Whereas this guy, he now has a really skewed sort of setup, right? If we go back to the Pantheon game, if I just go back a little bit. So in this game state, what we got to understand, even if I didn't take his camps, even, and I'll maybe get the map out again. He's taken this, right? He's taken this, and then he spent like 1 minute maybe doing nothing, right? It takes, we saw, like around, let's say, 2 minutes for camps to respawn. So he's already spent 1 minute. So now what he's done is he's walked all the way over here to see that his blue side is gone, right? And what's going to happen, because he spent so long doing absolutely nothing, what's going to happen is I already invaded him, right? I already invaded, took everything here. So what's going to happen? He's going to be like, oh, where are all my camps? Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to take his top side. And there's nothing he can do because he's 2 levels down. And this is sort of what I'm telling you. The reason, like, I can be the worst Vi player of all time, but a level 6 Vi cannot possibly lose a 1v1 to a level 4 Pantheon. Not humanly possible, unless obviously you're 1 HP or whatever, right? Like, genuinely impossible to lose. So that's the main thing. Okay, I'll go back to the sort of notes. I know there's sort of a lot going on, but this first one is like really like the most important. Like, you really want to make sure that you're always clearing your camps before ganking. And this generally is the case. And the reason for it is farming is easy money. Who is going to say no to easy money for risky money? And this is really the main idea. Why would we gank? It's, what do kills do, right? Kills give money. That's basically all it is. Obviously, the end goal is to hit the nexus. Does killing someone destroy their nexus? No. What does killing someone do? It means they have to wait, they can't farm a little bit, so they go a bit down in gold. We get money for killing them. Maybe we can hit a tower, maybe we can get some vision, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just money, right? It's money and tempo a little bit, right? If we're sort of delaying them a little bit, that's also very beneficial. So like, tempo is a resource that people don't really think about because you can't see it, right? I can't press tab and be like, oh, my tempo is very good this game, right? It's not very easy to quantify. I appreciate that, true player. I hope it's helpful. But yeah, like, I can go into more detail about this, but I don't want to overcomplicate it. General rule of thumb: if you have camps up, don't gank. Clear them and then gank. So as an example, this is what I might do if we get the map up again. So as I've done with the clear before, I'll go over it again very quickly. We go boom, 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 reset into crab, very standard clear. Now, because we've done a nice efficient clear, we have a short window where we can do something. So now I'm very happy to maybe look bot or top or whoever is here. Maybe look top, maybe we get a gank, nice kill. If it doesn't work out, no problem. Why? Because we have nothing up. Even if we die, not the end of the world, because guess what? The only thing that's happening is our Gromp is about to respawn, right? So we just go and take our Gromp. So the whole point is, we can gank once we've cleared our camps, because worst case we die, nothing bad happens, right? Genuinely nothing bad happens. There's a very small chance we lose our Gromp, and what's that? 1 camp. Like, that would be worst case scenario. But realistically, we're not going to lose too much tempo, which is what's really important. However, we got to make sure it doesn't last too long. What's very important is that we don't overstay and, we're here, we've done our full clear, we're waiting in here for like 30 seconds. All of these camps are now up again. Even chickens would have respawned as well. We're still waiting here. We're like, oh, they're pushing. Maybe we'll get them. And then we're losing tempo. So what I would suggest is look for the gank. If it's not there, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Well, I really need mid to late game advice. We'll get there, evidently. We'll get there. So genuinely, what you could do is you do your clear, boom, boom, boom. into crab, you could literally just go sit on Gromp. I would not be mad if you just go sit on Gromp for 5 seconds and wait for it to respawn, and then do Gromp, wolves, chicken, or Gromp, wolves, blue, chickens, blah, blah, whatever. Whatever. And then just keep clearing from there. As you get to sort of mid-game, which is after your full clear, it gets a little bit more tricky. The main reason is your buffs are slightly out of sync with your camps. So even if we started blue, we'd have to do Gromp, wolves, and then blue, and probably have to wait a little bit. And then it starts to get a little bit more interesting with sort of jungle tracking and whatnot, which I'll talk about a little bit now next. Earlier zone point is like 80% win rate level, but my mid to late game drags it down to 55% in GM, not even good. Videnvi, if you can think of any reasons why that's the case, or if you have a gameplay I can look at, I'm very happy to do that as well. And by the way, guys, I'm also very happy to do coaching. If you're happy to do it on stream, I'll happily do it for free. If you guys have a gameplay or have anything else that you want to ask questions about, you can also join my Discord if you have more questions, which I'll be more than happy to answer. But now we will go on to the next topic, which is jungle tracking. So what is jungle tracking? Let me type tracking. It's exactly what it sounds like. €15 per coaching session. Yeah, straight to Robbie. What is jungle tracking? It's exactly what it sounds like. Keeping track of the enemy jungler. Now, there are a few ways to do this. Now, Robbie's just joking. We're not asking. I don't want anyone's money. If you guys get better, I'm more than happy to do it for free. A few ways to do this. Discount for Videnvi, €20. Few ways to do this. Put wards. This is why you'll typically see I'm running around with a ward. But what the best players will do is, if you know where you're at and what you should be doing, you can think about what the enemy jungler should be doing. And at what you're doing. And this is easier to sort of explain with the map. So there are two main examples. The first one is the same side clear. So we're assuming we're always starting blue side. We've done our clear, no problem, gone base. Oh, you said to say you're saying free coaching. I'm happy to. Nah, you're good, buddy. You're good. I'm happy to do it for free. If it's helpful for you guys. And let's say they've started red side, right? So this is what I would call same side. Boom, 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 and they've done their crab. So now, if I want to think about what they're doing, I've just got to match up the camps, right? Actually, you know what? We'll start blue side because it's just easier to do the matching, and then I'll do red side. So let's say we've both started blue side, right? So this is essentially like opposite side, but we've both done the same clear. What does this mean? It means if I want to know what they are doing, I can just look at what I'm doing, right? If I know basically what the clear they've done, and my Gromp is respawning and I'm sitting on Gromp, they're probably on Gromp as well, right? So this is a very easy way to sort of track them. So what I'll do generally is, if I know they've started same side, which I'll figure out either if this crab is up or if we have vision on them, which is again very important. If I'm on Gromp, I'll assume they're on Gromp. Then if I'm on wolves, I'll assume they're on wolves. Now this next bit is already where it gets a little bit tricky, because what you'll find is typically chickens will spawn a few seconds before blue buff, depending on how you've cleared and how quickly you've done it. Typically chickens will spawn a little bit before blue buff. So you have two options. You either do this, Gromp, wolves, and do blue. And again, it depends on how much time, how quickly you started Gromp again. Or you do boom, boom, boom into blue. And that's if you're clearing your own camps. However, this is where we can start to get a little bit spicy. Let's assume that we've said they start the same side, okay? So we've done Gromp, we've done Wolves, and we assume they're doing the same thing. However, we've seen that after they took Crab, they went and did a top gank, right? And they messed around a little bit, didn't work. So we know we have a little bit of tempo on them, right? And this is just like essentially a time advantage. Let's say they spent an extra 10 seconds messing around in top lane. What does that mean? Now, in my situation, what I'm going to do is Gromp and Wolves, and ideally, if I have a ward here from my mid laner or someone else, I can know exactly when their chickens are respawning. So what I will do is Gromp, Wolves, chickens, blue, chickens. Now, I'm not saying you guys should do this every game by any means, but this is the sort of thing that I'm thinking about when I'm tracking the enemy jungler. Okay, so this is just sort of showing where the value is. But the most important thing is keeping in mind if they start same side or opposite side. If they start same side, I'm like, okay, cool, I've done these camps. Guess what they've probably done? These camps. So what are they going to do next? Well, they have a small window where, if they wanted to, they could gank here, they could gank here, or they can go and do this, right? So what does that mean? Depending on what I see, what I do next changes. So if, let me get the pink out. So they've done this. If I see that they go for a gank here, what does that make me think? Oh, well, their camps, well, my bot camps are respawning, so their bot camps are respawning as well, right? So after blue, chickens, Krugs, place ward on red maybe, base, and then come out bot. If that makes sense. And again, this might be a little bit overwhelming for some people who haven't played jungle as much, but this is the sort of thing you're thinking. And it might seem like a crazy thing. It's like, oh, you're just going to take their chickens. And the enemy jungler might not even clock it, right? But showing on vision as a jungler gives so much information to the enemy jungler. And it's why you always need to be putting vision down if possible, or just tracking them mentally if you haven't seen them. Do you ward opposite, camp ward, and recall? Yes. So typically, true player, what I will do, and this is assuming they start blue side as well, what I will do is boom, 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 into crab, into go here, and put a little wardy down here. And this will give me all the information I need. And I will do this in 90% of games, probably even more. Then, what do we, and this will tell us, this gives us good information when they come out of their thingy, what they're doing, if they do Gromp Wolves. And the most important thing is after blue, I can see if they start walking this way, or if they start walking, or if they like jump over the wall this way, or if they go more this way. So it tells me a lot of information. And this is really important. And as the game goes on, it gets harder and harder to keep track of them. But all you need to remember is same side start or opposite side start, right? So now we'll do the example of they started opposite side. So again, we do our clear, boom, boom, boom. Maybe we don't get crab this time because they started same side, base, go crab. Meanwhile, they've done their clear, whatever it may have been, boom, 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 into crab. Cool. So all we need to keep in mind now is our Gromp, let me just clear this. Our Gromp is going to be on a same timer to their Krugs. Now, we have fewer invading opportunities here, but as mentioned, the easiest invade is as you come out of base to go for their Krugs, because their Krugs will spawn a little bit sooner than our Gromp. Why is this? Because if you start on red side, typically you go Krugs, red, chickens, because of sort of the clear path. It's much more seamless to go boom, 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 instead of going boom and then boom, because you're sort of walking back on yourself. So the easiest invade is to, as I mentioned, go out of base, take crab, and joink the Krugs. And I get away with this like 90% of games. Because typically if you're doing this clear, it will be slower Typically, this clear is slower than doing the blue side clear. So that's the main thing about jungle tracking. I hope those examples were helpful. Let me just write this down. Same side start. If your camp is up, their camp is up. Opposite side. Sorry, this is what I mean. Opposite I mean is like blue and blue. Same side start. Blue and red. If you are on blue side, then they are on red. And this is a very general rule of thumb to just keep in mind, so that you're like, the main thing I keep in mind if we're starting same side is I will not try and look for ganks. Okay. The main other reason where jungle tracking is important is if I know that we're both coming out top side, I'm not going to look for a gank here, am I? I'm not going to come gank because I know this guy's here. Part 2 jungle tracking feels so overwhelming. Yeah, true player. This is what really separates good junglers from the best junglers, and it's something that I want you to think about, even if it is a little bit overwhelming, because it can sort of win games. And you'll see, like, a lot of the times, as I did with the Vi game, the fact that I know where the Pantheon is going, that won me the game right there. And that's not even necessarily tracking, it's just sort of understanding the game and understanding tempo and what the right play is for me. So I can go like this into his blue because he's done some doo-doo pathing there. So jungle tracking and jungle pathing is very similar. But yeah. Private envy sounds good. But yeah, like true player, this is definitely the harder part for sure. I'll try and do a game after this to explain it, but I do think that these are the two sort of fundamental ideas. This first one is much easier to follow, and is the most important by far. And then the second one is jungle tracking. And to be honest, those are the first, like the main two. If you do these two and sort of just continue on in the game, it will go very well. The main idea with jungle is these sort of notes at the top. Get lots of money and run them down. That is how I want you to play the game if you're starting out as a jungler. Say an Olaf, a Shyvana, or a Vi. Shyvana is probably like the star. I'd say Shyvana is the best, so she can get some stars. Pick a Shyvana, farm efficiently, invade when you can, gank when necessary. That's the only thing I haven't talked about ganking, and it's because I really don't want jungle to, like, people think of junglers' roles as ganking, like that is their job, especially people who've come as laners. That is not their job, okay? Unless you're playing a tank and you're playing to help your team and whatever, fine. But generally, your job is to beat the enemy jungler, right? Now, a lot of the time, and this is why, you know, there's annoyances between laners and junglers. A jungler doesn't want to gank you. He doesn't want to babysit you. If you're losing your lane, that's not my problem, okay? This is some Agharin shit for real? Yeah. Agharin don't be ganking no lanes, and he's one of the best junglers on PC League. Why? Because it's all about risk versus reward, okay? Ganking is high risk. You could die, your laner could die, you could try dive them and both die, and now suddenly enemy laner has 2 kills, and guess what? Your top camps got invaded because you ganked when you had your camps up. And this is the thing, and again, ganking, I think people think ganking is very, very high level. Very, very easy sort of mechanic. It's like, oh, my bot lane needs some help. Let me go run and help them. It's not that easy. It's not that easy. But people say you need to counter gank. Yes. But again, it's like, Why am I listening to my little tinny top laner who's 0-3, who's been solo killed 3 times? That's got nothing to do with me. If you're terrible at the game, you're terrible at the game. I cannot save your lane because you're bad. Okay, that's not my job. Now, the counter ganking thing is reasonable. Now, what's important is you're not AFK. Okay, if you're letting the enemy jungler gank and get all their camps, you're doing something wrong. However, if they're ganking, they maybe get a lucky double kill, but you've invaded them, put wards down, maybe got another gank off on the other side of the map, completely fine with that. Completely fine with that. But this again comes with the jungle tracking and all of that. If I know, and this is in an ideal world, right? Let me get the map up again. This is in an ideal world. In an ideal world, let's say I'm playing trios or whatever, right? I've done this clear here, boom, 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 taken crab, gone home, and they've also done blue side. So this is what I've mentioned before. Opposite sides, whatever. Opposite side clears, nothing too crazy going on. But what does this mean? It means when I come out of base, I'm going to be going here, and it means enemy jungler is going to be going here. Now, I know we have maybe like 5-10 seconds to do something. So I would be pinging danger over here because I know that this is the only place that it makes sense for the enemy jungler to be. Now, this is for like the good junglers. However, obviously, as you get better and better and better to like the highest level junglers, they can like reverse psychology you, okay? They can be like, oh, he's going to think I'm coming out here. I can see my bot lane is overextended. He's going to look for a gank here. I'm going to instead open bot, even though my camps are spawning here. And then I'm going to counter gank, blah, blah, blah. But that is like, in Wild Rift, 1 in a million players will do that. Unironically, I'm not joking. This happens very, very, very rarely. Less than 1% of your games, this will happen. So I don't even want us to even be considering it. Okay? We will assume with 99% certainty, this is where the enemy jungle will be, based on where they started, okay? Because it makes almost no sense for them to risk, and again, this is why it's risk versus reward, right? They're risking so much tempo by opening out bot because all of their camps are spawning, right? This is spawning, this is spawning. It doesn't make any sense, right? Unless they know with certainty that I'm going to make a gank here, right? That's the only thing. But again, this is getting like already to the highest level of jungling. I've seen Final Wax and Novolong do that only Loki. Exactly. Because this is where it becomes more mechanical and stuff, right? And it depends, like, you really have to be looking at the waves and everything like that. And I don't want us to be thinking about that. We want to be thinking of jungle as really like we're playing 1 against 1. We're playing against the enemy jungler, okay? We don't care about what our laners are doing. Not really. We're not going to rely on them. If they ping for help, we can look at the lane, but like this is the most important thing, right? If I'm pathing blue to top to bot, and I've just come out of base, wrong color. I've just come out of base and I've done Gromp and blue. And now suddenly my bot lane is pinging, oh, engage, engage, engage. Am I going to dive this? No. Why? Because guess what? Enemy jungler started blue side, so they've done this. And where are they going? Probably running this way. So what happens if I go here? Either they go and take all of this, or they go here and counter gank, and it's very bad. So this is why like the jungle tracking is very important. I've got to understand, why would I not only mess up my pathing, but I'm going to go gank the lane where the jungler is pathing towards? It doesn't make no sense, right? But you've got to think about that. You've got to think about that, okay? Which is why it's very important. Yeah, the laners are always pinging because they're playing their lane. It's fair enough. If you've ever played lane, you're not thinking about, oh, enemy jungler is top side, bot side, blah, blah, blah. You're playing your lane, right? You're thinking about, oh, the minions are pushing in, I'm trying to crash the wave, I'm trying to get a plate, whatever. So I don't have it, I don't hold anything against the laners, but they don't know how to play jungle, okay? I'm playing jungle, I'm the one doing the jungle tracking. I know it's not a good gank, okay? So trust your instincts, especially if you're getting good at the jungle tracking. It will make a very big difference. So hopefully that has been helpful. That is really, those two things are sort of key. I think I'll do one game where I'll sort of walk through my thought process. I'll do the whole jungle tracking thing out loud so you guys can see and really understand what I'm doing. And I'll try and stick to the rules as best as possible. You will find there's probably a few times where it's like, oh, your chickens were respawning, and then, or like your red buff was respawning, and then you ganked, mid instead, or whatever. Like, these are rules that I recommend you to follow 90% of the time. Consistency, as you mentioned, true player. If you're not sure what to do, follow the rules. Now, what I don't want you to be seeing is for this to become a consistent pattern, right? I don't want to see us ganking, dying, and all of our camps are up. That is the worst possible thing that can happen, right? Like mid to late game, one camp is 200 gold. That's half a kill minimum, like at least half a kill, probably more. So you're telling me you've left 3 kills worth of money to go what? Get 1 assist on the top laner? Like, it doesn't make sense. Genuinely doesn't make sense in terms of money. Now, when it comes to team fights, that's less about jungle and that's just more about the champion. And this is why I recommend playing the easy brain dead champions. As I mentioned, true player, it depends on what champ you're playing. But yes, 90% of the time, doesn't matter what you're playing. If you're playing can't type, an assassin, or what's it called? Let's just say the main thing is target prioritization, right? I mean, the first thing is like take fights which are favorable. So either numbers advantage or item advantage. So this is typically why ganks are good, right? Because you can force a 2v1 situation or a 3v2. So you have more players, so you should win in theory. And then the main next thing is target prioritization, as we sort of mentioned. And as you mentioned, you want to go on the backline. Its main focus is backline, but particularly whoever is the most competent on the enemy team. Slash the one who is the biggest threat to you. Sorry, I know I'm in the way a little bit, so I'll just move that up a little bit. But yeah, and this is the case with most of the champs you'll play. If you're playing a Vi, you want to be focusing the mages or the ADCs. If you're playing a bruiser, again, you want to be focusing mages, ADCs. It does depend sort of on how you can navigate it. There's a few caveats. If you're against a Soraka, you probably want to take out the Soraka first, etc. Blah, blah, blah. But this is just sort of general fighting. I know, true player, you said you played ADC originally. So it is more, if you're playing bruisers especially, it is more get on the back line, take them out, and then get to the tanks. Try not to get kited too much. Try look for good flank angles, etc. But yeah, I think what we will do then is we'll do one more game. I will pick like a Shyvana or something that I've been suggesting. Yes, that's another thing I didn't talk about, objectives. I'll talk about that very quickly as we get into this game. Objectives, that's pretty important. So we'll do this here. Objectives. Only Baron and Elder are are worth really fighting for. What do I mean by this? If for Drake or Herald, the team is out of position or just generally weaker, give and try play for the other objective if possible. Drake's worth yet or not? Not really. It was not really. So as you can see here, typically I will prioritize Herald if possible. Herald if possible. But you will notice, especially in a solo queue environment, I'm not too fussed about being Herald 10 seconds before it spawns, whatever. I'm just focusing on making sure I'm doing my camps. I'm thinking about how I'm going to clear so I can get to Herald with good tempo and with good items. But for whatever, if my top laner dies just before Herald, I'm not going to die for Herald. Instead, what I'll do is finish clearing. If they go instantly to Drake, maybe I can invade. Maybe I can just base, get a nice item advantage, go out and then play the Drake fight, that sort of stuff. But yeah, no, these are good questions. But the main things that I want you guys to sort of understand is objectives are similar to ganks. It's like the reward is relatively like low, but the risk is quite high, especially for sort of Drakes and that sort of stuff. Okay, we are against a Kindred. Okay, we're against an Echo. This is a very, very free Shyvana game. I appreciate you, true player. I hope it's been helpful. We'll just go Shyvana here. Very, very solid champ. Why is Shyvana so good? Scales very well. Does a lot of damage. Can I super chat or something to show my support? Nah, don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry. I appreciate the sub. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hope it's been helpful. If you want to chat more, you can join the Discord, which hopefully, if you do, ! Discord should work. But I'm just happy that people are enjoying the content, learning more, etc. They don't have too much CC, so I think these are some pretty good runes. Get some water because I've been yapping non-stop for like half an hour. All right, Chow lobby. Okay, they've got a very interesting team comp. No ADC. Hopefully it works, true player. I can't remember. The bots have been messing around a little bit. But I will pop the Discord link now. I'll pop it in the YouTube chat. There we go. We go fleet. I've seen that's what all the Chinese guys are doing, so they must be onto something. We could go bone plating. They do have a little bit more burst. I didn't really spend any time changing the runes. I probably would have changed to bone plating. The reason we go fleet is because you already do so much damage. You don't really need the conk, and the fleet footwork sort of helps with Shyvana's only weakness, which is the early game. So we can see, as I said, I also go and ward my red side every time, because just in case they do invade, and it means I have the information and I'll be able to act accordingly. 90% of times, people will start blue buff. So if I have no vision, I'll just assume that's what happened. But we do have vision there. I do see that the chickens are gone now. And this is just something, yeah, so we can see. That's why I sometimes pan the map. So he did actually do chickens, which meant he did start red. What does that mean? It means I'm going to assume that he's going to get to this bot crab before me. And I'm just going to base after I do Krugs. You go ward for farming jungle and sweep for ganking? Yes, but as I don't gank as much, I prioritize a lot more vision on the enemy jungler than ganks, sweeping for ganks. Typically they ward very poorly anyways, so it's I find it a lot more valuable to get this. So as mentioned, we think that the talent is going to be here. I did not mean to ping it on the way. We are going to see, there he is exactly. And I can see he's level 4. What does this mean? I think there's a small chance he skipped Krugs. So we can definitely look for that. He's not going to be level 5 at the very least off Crab. But given how he's playing, very likely that he skipped Krugs. What does that mean? I'm going to instantly go yoink those Krugs away. And we're going to be up 1 camp. How did I know this? Based on his pathing, based on the fact that he's not level 5, based on how quickly he was doing chickens, and the fact that he died there. That's not really my fault, you know? They saw him like for 5 million years. If they can't, if they're getting tapped by a talent, that's got nothing to do with me. But what can we do? We can look to play for this, these chickens if they respawn, which they should do very soon. Put a ward here so we can see whatever he's doing. And I'm very happy to take 2 camps for the bot gank. I'm very happy with this trade. Hit this guy a little bit. He's going to ult away. Can maybe get the stun. And he has to flash out. Maybe he kills, but careful the talent is there. Again, I'm not really going to stay too much. Okay, he does die, which is kind of cringe. Now it's very annoying that he's going bot. Ideally, they could cover that. But not too much that we could do there. I do want to play for his top side then. Because I will see if he goes for his top side. He doesn't have too much else to do, so he might go... He's probably going to stay on my... What's it called? My bot side. So I'm going to grab this. I did smite my blue, so it would have been better if we could have saved smite, but... Perfect. And I'm very happy with this. Very happy with this trade. You can see we are down 500 gold, but guess what? All his camps are off. What does that mean? He doesn't know that, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to go run and take his top side. Sorry, his bot side. And I'm very okay with this. The Yone is here as well. A bit annoying that he's getting covered, but we'll just get out. We'll get the thingy. Completely fine with that. Now, if this guy dies again to a Talon, again, that's not my fault. He's just getting absolutely run over because he can't play the game. That's not my fault at all that he's died 2 times to a Talon gank. If he can't ward, if he doesn't know that the Talon is there, I've been pinging pretty consistently. But now, because of how these guys are playing, I'm happy to look. However, I do know that the Yone is coming. There he is. So we're not really looking for a gank here. So instead, what are we going to do? We're just going to reset. Now, we do not want to fight that, guys. We do have to stay now, unfortunately. I don't really want to, because it's going to be a 4v4. I'd much rather just base and get my money. This bot lane is not playing very well. They're losing to a Yasuo. We mute the team because they do not know how to play the game. Now, the Talon is probably going to look for a bot lane gank again. Why? Because he got it off before, and he has been pretty aggressive with his ganks. So what are we going to do? We're going to go here. We're going to look to take this if we can. He did take his chickens, and he's taking that as well. Completely fine. But now we have vision on him, right? Now we know what he did. We know he didn't gank bots. So instead what we do, just take this. And I'll miss my E. No problem. Play this quickly. Now we can potentially look here. But there's not too much that they're going to be doing. Can catch the Yone a little bit instead. He might turn on us. Now this is not the best fight. But I think we can play it. I do gotta get out of there. He's gonna maybe alter me. I do go down. It's unfortunate. Probably not the best fight I could have taken. they did have vision in the bush. If they didn't have vision, it would have made a big difference. And you can see I am a little bit of gold down on the Talon, but that's because he's got 5 KP. He's been very lucky with the early game, right? We did see the Talon was passing bot towards Drake. You can see we have no bot prior, no nothing. It is going to be a pretty hard one. The team is not the best by any means. Now, you can see the main thing is they have a lot of prior, right? Like, Gnar would be lovely if my Gnar could stay. I do want to play for Herald, but depends what the Talon is doing. They do have vision here. Now, the Heimerdinger is coming first, okay? So, you do see the Talon, though. So, I don't really want to play this, right? So, what do I care about more? I care much more about taking this. We will look for it, obviously. Okay. Okay, he does get it. That's fine. 50-50 smite. Just ult. Stay alive. We are going to have to ghost out, unfortunately. And we're going to... yeah. Now, it might look like we're getting run down by the Talon, but it's not really our fault at all. We've played the game fine. We've played it consistently. He's somehow managed to get 6 kills because he's just one-tapping my team. My bot lane is terrible. My mid lane is terrible. And some games are like this. And people might be like, oh, you're coping, you're getting out-jungled by the Talon. The Talon is doing what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to try and gank a lot. He does his cringe thing where he jumps over the wall. But that's completely fine. Like, they're dying. Like, if they're getting away with a... okay, he has to flash out. Completely fine. Again, there, if we had if he didn't have flash or whatever, would have been very big. But you can see our bot lane is losing, our mid is losing. Our top is the only one who isn't omega gapped. But what we're going to do is we're just going to keep playing our game. We scale well enough. We can look for a kill here. So the reason I'm going is because it's very important that we try and get here as soon as possible so we can pick up this kill. The reason we do that is it's worth keeping the camp because in my mind there, that is a very high percentage gank. Okay, that's why I do it. Very high chance that gank works out. Now what do? We take our camp and then we go clear a wave. Why? Because all we care about is money. So what we're going to do is take this, we're going to get some vision, and then we'll try take the thing. Okay, we see the Talon is there, we don't need to do anything too crazy. He might jump on me. I think I win this. Doesn't matter how fed he is. See where he's going to go. He does try fight me anyways. He's stupid. He's going to lose that. And if we go down here, we got a 1,000 gold shutdown. Maybe we can live even. I think we're going to run away. We're going to pop the ghost. And we're out. Okay? This is huge. Huge, huge, huge. And you can see now we're only 1.2k behind. Huge, huge, huge swing for us. Base for some money. Get our healing. Come out. And what are we doing? Instantly going for our camps again. We take blue into wolves. We can try yoink this crab as well, but they have a lot of prior, so we've got to be very careful. So now the game is coming along quite nicely. We're going to be 2 items, and then we're going to be Thanos. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing about playing these champs like Shyvana. The Talon can't stat check me, right? With the champ I'm playing, he can't stat check us. We'll see what the Talon is up to. They might look to gank bot. Don't think he'll lose that. Looks like we have a small window to play. We do have a small window to play. We're getting like perma knocked up. 10 million years. Can maybe get the kill on Nami? We do. We trade 1 for 1. Don't know how that none of the team managed to kill the cannon. Very unlucky that they rotated and that we don't catch the cannon there. The Talon does go down. And this is the thing. Our team is suddenly coming online. And all we need to do is... and this is the thing generally in the game. This is the thing generally. Because... what was I going to say? Like, generally you get stronger by farming, right? You have to scale, you have to get your items and blah blah. Like, the game will always even out. Now you see our Kaiser actually has more money than Yasuo, even though the early game was a bit shambles. And now again we're going to look for this. We're going to play into Drake. We do have our ult. See if this guy's going to look for a play on the Heimerdinger. He's going to go dash over the wall, completely fine. Then we just play for this. I mean, ideally my team wants to play for it, but if they don't, it's completely fine. If we don't want Drake, we don't want Drake. What do? Give Drake farm camps, and we play away from the Drake, right? So because they're all on Drake, what do? Go take some camps. Now we do got to be careful that they come if they come this way. So they are sending like 17 people here. So we are going to try and get out if we can. They are going to come this way. I do have ult if I have to. Now we can run this guy down actually. They might come. Get out slowly. Play it slow. We are going to go down to that guy. No, we do heal and live. Just about. Now you can see I'm not insta-basing. They use a lot on me. Python is doing a good job now. We've got the heal there. Just push mid. Get our form out by farming. If the Talon went down, we could have gone Baron, but he doesn't. Not the end of the world. And you can see we get our HP back and start getting our ult back. If he comes to fight me, he's going to die, by the way. I mean, he can fight me if he wants. Like, he will lose. He will lose. I don't care how strong this guy is. He will lose. Okay. Never mind. He won't lose. He's OP. It's very unlucky that I didn't have ult. I need a few more stacks. My karma is rolling. He has ult up again, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. My Heimerdinger is maybe 0-7. A little bit of a problem there, but it's alright. Once we get our Death Stance, we are going to be very, very strong. You can see now, even after the crazy early game, like Talon is 9-2, and we are 3-4, but we're only down 400 gold. And we're still sitting at around probably like 900-ish GPM, maybe 850, that sort of thing. Okay, maybe that guy dies. Nice. Low-key, we can't even look for Baron, but yeah, they're doing it. Good macro play from their part. They do have a lot of high DPS. But again, because they're all topside, what do? We play away from the side they were on. They were 2 top. We can hopefully pick up this. Drake will also catch bot wave. We'll go put ward there. Won't greed for his blue, but we'll take this. We'll take Gromp, and then we'll push bot wave. If the Yasuo coming, what we can do is see if the Yasuo will come, if he comes by himself. But we see the Talon coming as well. So what are we going to do? Just reset, no problem. Reset, and then we see they have 2 bots, so we just play topside. Actually want to get some of this now. They have a lot of AD, so we can probably end up going Randuins and Twin Guard. I think we'll go Twin Guard first, and then potentially go Randuins. If this guy can get any sort of CC on him, it's very big. If not, it's completely fine as well. We are looking for a gank. We'll look for this instead. Don't need to overforce. We have no vision on them. He does get a nice stun. Can finish up with the follow up with the CC. This guy's coming. He's going to ult and run down the Talon most likely. And hit this guy a little bit now. Talon is going to come. We do go down to the Yone. They do have quite a nice comp into us, unfortunately. Yone Yasuo are pretty hard to deal with because they have a lot of damage and they can out-damage us. You can see that brother has done 3.4k to me. Very unlucky that the Talon gets out there. But again, not the end of the world. Okay, the Kai'Sa shouldn't be doing that. They just need to stop fighting without me, really. But it was a nice pick on the cannon by us. So you can see that if I just stack armor, I think we will be very okay. Might even be worth... I think it might even be worth to get this first, so we will buy that. They do have 2 stacks on Drakes. If they get Soul, again, nothing we can do about it, have to give it. Completely fine. Obviously not the end of, not ideal, but sometimes that's just how it is. It's much better that we give it than everyone just goes and dies for it, right? So that's what we do. Hopefully we can get this. I think the only one who could be topside is maybe the Kennen. So we push this quickly. They do get a kill on the Yasuo, which is very nice. Keep pushing top. think they maybe even have all of them down there, so this is very big for us. Now we see someone basing the cannon finally, but we will be able to get 2 towers in this time, which is a lot of money for us, okay? That's the main thing we care about. Cannon doesn't even base, by the way. So we can even potentially look even more, but I think that's a bit greedy. So instead we just clear this, and we make sure we get good vision on Baron, and potentially even collapse on these guys. We look on the cannon. Okay, completely fine. Base and play on Baron is what I want to do. And again, you can see just how we're farming efficiently. Give me that. Build into our Twin Guard now. Want to be trying to get vision around Baron where we can, because I know they can do it very quickly. Yep, there they go. Have to ult out, which is completely fine. Dodge that. Gonna have to do a bit of damage. Maybe they can get the Talon down, poke him out with an E. Gonna get this heal top. Heal a little bit off the minions. And we're full HP. We're still gonna have quite a bit of our ult left up. Still have Ghost and everything as well. And look. See if we can finish off. Can't really do anything, this guy. Now I think we should be able to finish off the kills here. Maybe they can do this. If not, otherwise we just go straight here. We ping that we want to do this, we clear this, and we start hitting this now. Now we do need someone to go here on the other side. Okay, they do have vision here as well. It's a little bit risky. The Talon is coming. Very sus. Do get it. But our whole team dies. If I can get ult quickly. This guy will look on me maybe. Gonna look on the Talon, no. Gets out. Quite unlucky. It's fine though. We get the Baron, which is the most important thing. Elder up in 40. We get some good vision. Play for Crab in a second. And then we got to make sure that we get our ult up. Get that. We have 30 seconds to farm up ult again. I would love to get, what's it called? Twin Guard before I go. But we're not going to be able to, so we're just going to farm this up. And then make sure we're back in time for Elder. We needed 500 gold. We get a little bit of magic resist for the cannon. Just so we don't get one-tapped. Catch this bot wave, and then we do have to play on Elder now. We do have thingy that's quite annoying. Chunk right there. Cannon is coming from behind. Good Loki turn back on the cannon. See what he does. Now we do have good position here. So we do got to be careful for the, what's it called, flank. But we've got the whole team here. We win the 5v5. We just need to zone the thingy. I do have ult. Just zone him a lot. He ulted early. Someone's got to get the Yasuo. He's going to jump. We'll be able to one-tap him. Very nice. We play slow there. Make sure that we can really secure the objective. The Talon has to jump over sooner or later. See where this guy is. And we're just going to run him down now. Very nice. Now we look to push. They have 20 seconds on a lot of them. It's just a Yone who's alive. Push mid. See where our minions are at. They're coming. We should be able to end here mid. I will go tank the minions if I have to. Just to keep them nice and healthy. Don't think we should have to here. Now we've got 1 second on Nami. But we should be able to get this. Just keep an eye on the minions. As long as we have minions, we're good to go. Still have minions. Just keep hitting the Nexus and we win. So you can see there, we still win. Why? Did we have to do too much crazy stuff? No. Did the rest of our team start playing better later on? Yes. I'm not going to admit it wasn't the craziest game from me. And the main reason for that is the Talon got, I wouldn't say lucky, but the early game played out very, very well for him. The early game played out very, very well for him. So you can see our stats aren't crazy, right? like the team is going to fight, but we were very relevant in the fights at least. Like you can see at the end, money wise, we still have the most money in the game, right? And that's the thing that, like, that's what you can control, okay? Like even with that early game, we're sitting at nearly like 1k GPM. And that is what we can control with the efficient farming, so on, blah, 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 blah. Now, does it look like the Talon played better than us? Arguably early game? Sure. Arguably. The main things I would take out from the Talon that I think weren't good, in my mind, you shouldn't be getting dives by a Talon who's not level 5 as 2v2, like 2v3 bot lane. In my personal opinion, that should never be happening, especially against a Nami Yasuo, okay? You should be getting pushed against a Nami Yasuo. You shouldn't be losing lane. So I think I got a little unlucky with my play. The thing is, I could have stayed there. But again, it's all about sort of risk and reward, probability, and all of that. Now, I mean, we can go look at the game, and I think this will be good, and then I'll probably hop off after this. I'll look at the game, and we'll see how it goes. Exactly. That comes with sort of playing the champ, and that's why I suggest like typically play like a few champs when you're starting out, so that your games aren't griefed by just playing champs that you don't know. How do you know that in the moment? It's just sort of, yeah, it is sort of intuition and knowing the champ. In my mind, like you could see when I was fighting the Talon down here, I thought I would be fine, but I underestimated his damage. My general idea is like, I know how OP Shyvana is, right? I know how OP Shyvana is, and I know that even if I'm like half an item down or one item down, or like half an item, I guess is reasonable. I know I should be winning that because my champ is OP. Now, here is where like the rule maybe should be like broken, okay? I'm in my mind, look, they're going to catch the wave, right? Sure, the Kai'Sa is a little bit low, but they're going to get level 3 and the Karma is full HP. Now, this is a misplay from them, right? I've been pinging. I'm actually farming faster than the Talon. I'm pinging that the Talon is here, right? And as I was saying, I know he's not going to be 5. However, these guys, they don't care. They don't care that the Talon is coming. So I'm pinging, and look, they see him, right? In my mind, this is undivable. And in my defense, I only saw him when I was already here, okay? I could have opened mid with the thought of covering bots. I could have, but I'm not level 5 either. And I want to take his camps, right? In my mind, that's the more reasonable play. But I don't see how on any planet they're dying to this, by the way. How on earth are we dying to this? Like, we can't even... Okay, we get hit by a Yasuo combo, and he somehow doesn't die. So I would say that's quite unlucky. So again, this play by the Talon, it worked out so perfectly for him. He gets 1 kill, 1 assist. I thought he maybe even got 2 kills. He got 1 kill, 1 assist. But look, money-wise, he's only 300 gold up. And guess what? I'm going to take this. And I took his Krugs already. I took this, and we're going to take his chickens. So when we look at this after the math, when I've just taken this, money-wise, I'm only 200 gold down because I made the reliable, consistent play. Okay, my bot lane dying there, in my mind, that's less than 50% chance that's going to happen. I think really they should be living that, maybe even killing the Talon 30% of the time. Oh, sorry, more than 50% of the time. So maybe even like 70%. But I'm doing the best that I can in the situation that I'm given. Now, fighting the Yone here is fine, and you can see we forced out his ult and his flash, right? Now, this is quite criminal. My Heimerdinger is getting 100 to 0'd, and this is just like general misunderstanding. I could be staying here, but the Heimerdinger should never be dying. Heimerdinger should be dying. He's full HP and he's dying to a Talon, okay? Now, not saying that this Talon didn't play it well. I've just clocked... Did he... Hold on a second. Hold on. Sorry, this looked very sus. I could have sworn he ignited him. I could have sworn he ignited him. Okay, no, he got ignited, but I don't know how he's doing that much damage to him. Which I think is kind of crazy. And you can see he does the right play where he's playing towards my chickens now, because he knows they're up because I've taken his camps. What could the Talon have done to secure the win? I think he could have delayed my snowball. He shouldn't have fought me up here where he lost. That was a big mistake. That gave me 1k. But generally, I don't think there's anything he did particularly wrong. I think Talon as a champion is quite hard to play and not the best champion by any means. I think probably his target selection could have been improved then, because I think the Kaiser started putting in the work later on. But I would have to watch this game a little bit more to sort of figure out where exactly it went wrong. But you can see here again, I'm tracking him. Like, I've been pinging that he's here, which he is, obviously. And I know exactly what he's going to do. And this is where I make the play to go take his red, right? And again, this is like, he's doing his wolves, and now he's just losing out on his red, right? And I do get it, which is nice. And then we just walk out. And now, because he's over here, what can we do? We can have a little wonder over here. So the Talon is completely out of position, right? And that's why I would say I think I'm beating him. On like a jungling level, I'm beating him. Like head to head. I would say he got lucky with the kill spot. But I got this. Now, even he would have lost his Gromp if my Heimerdinger wasn't completely AFK, right? He's been losing mid the whole game. And this is not cope, this is just like a fact, right? If the Yone wasn't there, this was gone, and I'd be up another camp. But instead, what happens? My Heimerdinger was AFK mid, dies again to the Talon, because he has no wards, no sort of map awareness, no nothing. That's the second free kill that my Heimerdinger has given to the Talon, by the way. Both were 100 to 0. He should never be dying in those situations. And again, we have the Yone. He's coming to annoy me. So, like, I don't like to throw around things like, oh, mid diff, whatnot, blah, blah. Again, I don't mind fighting here, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not. There's no need to fight here. And again, I'm basing, just getting my item spike and going back to clear. So you can see here already we're like down 1k, because the Talon has 3 kills, right? 3 kills is around 1k gold, so that's the only reason we're behind. As you can see here, we're trying to get some good vision. Talon is here. Yo, Yosma, how you doing? But like, on the whole, it's not going too badly. We try cover a little bit. This, I think this was unlucky. I didn't... Okay, so they didn't have a ward there. Interesting. But he would be giving like 100 gold max at some point. You'd think so, but like, that's only later on. Early game, he's still worth quite a bit of money. But that fight was a little bit unfortunate. Realistically, like, I should have known better than to rely on my Heimerdinger. What I should have done is I should have just kept running away. But you can see I'm pinging. Okay, I'm sorry, but how did they have vision on me? I'm sorry, but how does he have vision on me? How can they see me? Sorry, the red. How can he see me? Riot Games? How can he see me? Okay, I fight him, sure. We run away. Riot Games? Do we not know what bushes do? What do you mean they can just see me standing in the bush? Alright, well, this is... I correctly thought they didn't have a ward. I also correctly... Well, I incorrectly thought they couldn't see me. Somehow they can. And people might say the W, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't see the actual character. But that's still weird, very weird. Like, the weird thing was when he Q'd me, right? The W I don't mind, but when he jumped on me, I was like, oh, crazy. Good, I heard you say earlier that every game is an Olaf gay. I put you on? Yeah, you did, Loki. You're applying red buff damage, I think. But I don't think that, like, that doesn't give vision, I think. That shouldn't give vision. But anyways, that was unfortunate. Like, I wouldn't have taken the fight otherwise. But yeah, that was a mistake by me. Not knowing that they had map hacks. But again, there you can see what we're going to do is we don't care too much about what the Talon is doing. We just care about getting our camp. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up. We look for Herald if we can. But again, I just play for this. I'm not even looking for the Herald. Bit unlucky, you can't really play for it. My Heimerdinger is terrible. I think we do go down here again as well. So this again is unfortunate. I didn't want to play for the Herald really. I would much rather have just taken my buff, taken my wolves, and then done my bot side. That would have been my preferable play. So again, that's like another mistake on my part. But it's partly because I got baited by the Heimerdinger. Like I think I could have played it, but the correct play would have been to go bot. Then we get the nice kill here. This is where the game sort of swings a lot in our favor. Is map hacking still a thing? I think it's less of a thing. I think it still is a little bit. I haven't seen too many recently though, or heard too much about it. We get a nice kill here. You can see what I do here. We always keep being efficient with our money. Getting this. Right now we're 2.4k down on the Talon, right? We're 1 item to 2 items. 2 in a longsword. And then the Talon comes, our ult is coming down. I don't think this guy's gonna fight me, okay? But look how OP Siobhan is, right? We're running out of our ult form. We do dodge the second part of W, which is big. He has ult. Sort of kiting him away, standing near this wall so he can't jump away. Hit the Q on him. And I think we finish him off with an E, auto, and he's dead. And that's really big. And that just shows how OP Siobhan is. And then we get out here as well. A little bit worried that he was going to chase me, but we do get out very nicely. And that changes the game a lot. That swings the gold diff from like maybe 7k to more like 5k. And our bot lane is finally doing well. Because the thing is, all the money went on the Talon, right? All the money, you can see the Talon has 6 kills. He's no problem. He's no problem. He's annoying, but he's not going to solo carry the game. If it was a 6-1 Shyvana, I would be worried. But a Talon's whole thing is being annoying and doing the ganks and the cheesy invades and whatnot. But as a champion, he's not that strong. He's an assassin, right? Like, there's only so much he can do. Here again, we're very unlucky. If I hit ult on the cannon, he would die. We get hit with like the perma CC, like 17 knockups. We do take out the Nami somehow because the champ is OP. The cannon gets out 1 HP because our team was sleeping. But yeah, that's a slight misplay by me mechanically. If I hit the cannon, I would get 2 for 1, which I think would be pretty big. But like now, the team is actually able to clean up a little bit because they use 17 things on me, right? They use Nami ult, Talon ult, Cannon ult, Yasuo ult. Like, this is not cope. This is like, if they are losing that, they're very bad, you know? Like, they're not, money-wise, they're doing okay. But if they lose that, they're playing it very poorly. Again, here we come out. I would like to play for Drake if we can. I'm not doing it on spawn because my team is not in position for it. You can see I'm looking to play for it, but the bot lane doesn't really care. The Heimerdinger is going to die to the Talon for the 17th time. And they want to base. And I'm like, okay. Okay. So what do? Take this mid. And then go take his top camps. Now we do have to be a bit careful because I think they're going to chase me, which they are. I see them all coming here. That's why I hug the left-hand side of the wall. See the cannon ult in case he ults. Then turn back on him a little bit. Run him down, they all come, kite out the ult. Then we play the fight slowly. We do get ulted by the Talon, I think, who does do some big damage. We get out 1 HP. But again, they're using quite a lot on me, right? Like, the Talon is ulting me, the cannon is ulting me. Everything is playing on me. So again, like you might think, oh, it's Cope, he's getting carried by the Kai'Sa. But like if you see how much stuff they're using on me, like it's quite hard for me to play the game when I'm the main focus, but it means that the other players on my team can actually do something. But you can see there, like we didn't base, even though that could have been the play. We knew that they were all fighting there. So what do? We just go and get our money. Now this I'm still quite surprised by, the fact that I lose this. The damage was kind of insane. Did think I would have lived that, to be honest. So that was another little small sort of miscalculation on my part. I probably did have quite a little bit of money to spend. This is fine. They do get Baron here as well. But yeah, so as I mentioned, I didn't play like perfectly this game by any means. But you can see again, all we're doing, and this is the general rule of thumb, right? It's like, oh, they just did Baron, so let's play on the other side of the map where there's going to be fewer people. We get the base there, don't need to do anything. And again, I'm like, oh, well, we saw there 2 bot side. So where am I going to go? Let's run top side. Either Nara's going to push the wave, I can hover him a little bit. So we look on the gank. Unfortunately, we did wait a little bit long. So by the time we get this, we do get the ult, we do get the kill. And unfortunately, the Ken goes, the Nar goes down, and then the Yone is doing some big damage to us, and we are going to lose. Unfortunately, that one, because though their champs are pretty good into Shyvana in general. So we did die a few more times than I would have liked, but we still managed to keep a high GPM, which was very nice. Again, here we're dead, so we can't really contest the Drake at all. Sorry, no, we're not dead. We just came out of base because we were dead. And we saw they were a lot bot. This was also a pretty big mistake on their part, right? We look at the game state, they have 5 bot. Okay, oh sorry, 4 bot and 1 dead. And what I've done is I've pushed this wave, taken the tower, pushed the next wave, and meanwhile, they're barely about to get 1 tower, right? But I've managed to get 2, and I've managed to take all of their camps. I could have even potentially stayed a little bit more, but I think this was worth, and then we get the pick on the cannon as well. So this is typically what I think you should be doing mid to late game. I don't know if Videnvi's still here, but this is what I would recommend. You can see the main focus is always money, money, money. And the reason for this is that is the single most consistent way to win games. And to win games, you need to take out the Nexus. To take out the Nexus, you ideally want objectives. And how do you get the objectives? You got to win the team fights, right? You either got to win the team fights or you got to win the smite fights. But we want to try and be more consistent, so we want to try and win the team fights. So that's why. And how do we win the team fights? We pick a good champ, a good team fighting champ, and we get lots of money. So you can see here, be interested to see after I've just taken those 2 towers. Money-wise, I'm only 1k down on the Talon, and I'm 3 and 5, and he's 11 and 2, right? He has 8 more kills, 2 more assists, and he's 1k gold up. Now, I could have gone for this bot wave, but I know they're going to play around Baron. They do have vision here. We see them all on it. I do have to face check it, unfortunately, because we have no vision. Again, I have to ult out. But we're not doing too much. I know we can still play it. You can see I'm walking around here, go grab the plant, get HP off these minions, and then I am still ready to fight. So we run over this way, go back to our vision, we don't see everything, look to fight a little bit, and they do get a big fight in here, and then we just play front to back, you know? We just go on whoever we can. We do get ulted a lot, we have no flash this game because we're going ghost, and then we make the right play, right? The right play is just turn and sort of play around Baron. Now, it is annoying, typically, and this is a big thing, like, if they have vision, it's very annoying, right? Like, I would have loved to have removed this ward on as soon as it is, as soon as it was placed. And you can see here, I'm playing it slow. I ideally don't want to flip it. But again, this sort of comes down to just, you'll get better at smiting as you play jungle more. You don't want to be in this situation if you can avoid it, but my main focus is the objective, right? If we lose the objective here and win the fight, we probably won't lose the game, but we might do, okay? So this is their POV. You can see we're doing it down. I would have loved if we could have taken that, but typically your team is not thinking about it. They will just flame you if you lose the objective anyways. So you can see in my mind, that was a crazy ult by the Yone, but we're playing for the thingy in slow motion. The smite looked terrible, but that is on 0.25 speed. That, like, smiting is hard, don't get me wrong. Smiting is hard, but we do get it in the end. Then this guy is doing some shenanigans. He just stun us and do get out. I want to cover the Kai'Sa. We can't do too much. And then we just go back to farming. Farm, get the crab. And then we play on Elder. So again here we go back to seeing what I'm doing. I don't quite have enough for full build, but we're very, very strong right now. And you can see we're just playing the fight. We're going to get this heal. We don't have any vision plants, but we know they're there. And again, watch how I play it. Now, the Yasuo is a bit annoying, and I think if their team played it better, and this is just a general note to everyone, if you want to win games and you're not a jungler, I would highly recommend split pushing. Split push away from objectives. Doesn't matter if your champ is not particularly fast at split pushing, but I would recommend it. Like, this Yasuo could have potentially won the game. We'll see how it goes. And you can see how it works right now, right? Is we're very, like, we're still fighting here. Like, meanwhile, someone needs to base. My Heimerdinger is trying to base. My Nard does get the base off because he does manage to kill the Kennen. The Talon is looking for the steal. So you can see here, as soon as I see the Talon and the, what's it called? The Elder is on 6k, okay? 6k is not even close. I know the Talon has no chance he can burst it at that HP. So you can see I'm turning my focus onto him. I'm not I'm looking at only him. I'm baiting it. I'm hitting the Elder a little bit, but I'm not hitting it that much. And as soon as he comes over, he's bursted. We get the Elder. And then instead of basing, we actually go cut them off, right? So the Yasuo is coming this way. Go pick him up. Easy kill. And then we just run it down mid. And then the only thing to keep in mind here is the only way we win, right, is we have no Baron, is these minions. These minions need to stay alive. That's the most important thing right now. I tanked the first tower to keep them alive. And now we still have 4 minions here. Try and dodge, and you see my only focus, this is what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at those minions there and the Nexus. That's all I'm looking at. Hitting the Nexus, hitting the Nexus, hitting the Nexus. As long as the minions are alive, we can hit the Nexus. And then we win the game. Even though the Talon at some point was like 11 kills and we were like 3 and 5. But we do manage to get the win in the end. So I think that was a good game of showing how we played sort of a tough game. The Talon snowballed very, very hard early. And we had to sort of deal with that. But we did a very good job sort of hanging in the game, playing the map well, and then rocking up to the team fights when it mattered. I think I definitely didn't play the team fights the best. But as mentioned, I'm getting Kennen ulted, Talon ulted, Nami ulted, Yone ulted, Yasuo ulted. Everyone is throwing everything on me. And then the rest of the team is able to put out a little bit of damage and clean up fights. But yeah, this has been quite a long stream, and we did definitely dive into sort of the jungle stuff and all of that goodly, how to play jungle and whatnot, all that good stuff. I will probably try and make a video on it, sort of a separate one, condensing everything I've talked about. But there is a lot of content, and the easiest way is to just sort of get better by playing, but just keeping these things in mind. So I'll just bring it up